Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.
Looking at us.
And we're live.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
I'll be on video in just a second. What's up?
All right, we
Yep.
got Miggy, 00, Bobcat. We got 5 conferences to recap. I was trying to do the math, and I think I left one out in the chat the other day. We got the Bitcoin conference, Ripple's conference, Tokenize, Consensus, Solana's Accelerate, or is AI Accenturate. So we have 5 conferences and many after parties, side events, things like bus stop tattoo parties and shit. So I guess while we let people kind of join in on the live stream, we'll start off with Bobcat because he was on the back end building some stuff out. And we're going to get that going, and then we'll jump into the recap. Shouldn't take too long, but we want to go ahead and show people what Bobcat has built, and then I'm going to incorporate it into the live stream live. So, Bobcat, the floor is yours, bro.
Yeah. So we've been building some stuff on the back end. We were asked by some fellow streamers to build a tool for tipping with crypto. So now we have tiptop.chat, and it's a overlay where you can get tipped straight to your wallet through Cake is the first integration. You can also use the Phantom as well if you like Solana, but for Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and XMR, actually, Monero. So you can actually get tipped in Monero, which I think may be the first thing. I've never seen anyone that could get tipped in Monero, but you can now.
There might be a legal reason why we'll run into eventually. That's my only thought. Privacy always seems to be like against the government.
But it actually uses the public view key for the wallet, so that you can trigger. So yeah, I use the public view key so that whenever it hits the wallet, it triggers the tip.
So what's the domain I need to go to set up my overlay as a live streamer?
So tiptop.chat, and it's just a Google sign in, which you're actually an admin, so you'll see stuff other people don't see, but
logging in, it says initializing. All right, I'm in.
Cool.
All right, let me pop this on the screen for the viewers to see. Right, I can do that. There's no like private key or
Ew,
anything
ew,
gonna
ew.
pop up.
Put the picture back. Put the picture back. Ew.
What?
Man, you're
Oh,
just mad that my
Mickey.
camera looks much
Fucking
better
I
than
was like, what?
yours.
I was like, what is Double O talking about?
This is
Yo,
what Ultra HD looks like, baby.
literally 8K and shit. We're all using like fucking crazy ass 1990s cameras compared to you, dude. All right, I got the tiptop.chat dashboard up. I logged in with Google. The viewers can see it. Where do I? Oh, overlay builder. There we go. So I got the full stack. We got the theme here with the minimal glass,
For
all the
this
widgets.
for this view, you probably just want to show the ticker and maybe the top. But for this, probably just the ticker.
Where would just the ticker be?
Um,
Oh, live ticker. So unselect all the other stuff.
yeah.
All right, so I got widgets, live tickers only selected, position on screen, bottom center. Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, that's
All
for the
right.
live tipping. So that's where you want that to pop up. So those are actually pop-ups. So whenever someone live tips, that'll pop up. And then
Okay,
it'll
and I
show on
need.
the ticker as a tip.
All right, so I can grab. I have to go to the Cake wallet, right, and grab my addresses,
Um,
or I can use any address, I guess, right?
yeah, I had you all set up, but every time I rebuild the site, it keeps resetting your addresses.
All right,
Um,
well, let's see if we can get this to work. I'm going to use my Bitcoin Cash address here. I just
there.
sent it.
Okay.
So let's see. Copy this. I put it in our group chat so I could get it on my computer over here.
This is cool.
All right, so I got my address. Where do I put that here? I got the goal, tonight's goal, all tips. Oh, BCH. Okay, yeah, I got default QR. Where do I
Yeah, that's
put
if
the
you're like if you have like
receiving
a funding, like
address?
you're trying to do a campaign for something, you can set like a goal for your streaming. So if you're like trying to, I
Right,
mean,
I
that's
see it, but I
probably.
don't. I just don't see where I put my receiving address. I see like the channel
So yeah,
personalization
if
and
you
all
go
that.
to, there's actually a separate tab on the left for wallets.
Oh, wallet addresses. Got it. All right,
Yeah.
so BCH. We'll go ahead and paste that there. Save addresses. Then I can go back to the overlay builder, unselect everything again but the live ticker. Go down here. Got everything. Brand your channel. I guess not. Oh, typo. Not another Bitcoin podcast. And we'll just go from here. So, do I just use OBS Studio embed and that's ready to go? Like, I don't have to hit
Yeah,
save
you
or
just do an
nothing?
HTML embed
Copy.
and
All right, let's do it. We're going to add a browser. We're going to do tip top. And then you guys in the chat, people watching, you can see that I'm adding the OBS overlay now. I'm going to make it 1920 by 1080. And then there we go. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. All right, guys, we have a lower bottom ticker. And I guess if somebody were to go to, is it still tiptop.chat for them to find the live stream to send the Bitcoin Cash tip to get the overlay to appear?
yeah, so you have there's a viewer link. And
All
there's
right,
actually
let's.
so there's like a viewer console where you can actually like put emojis up on that stream. So
Okay.
you can input your streaming link in there on the creator side,
All right, so I'm trying to find find that. I
and then
do
you
see
can look
the
at it.
OBS Studio embed and dial.wtf embed, but where would the link be that I would share with the chat for them to find their user interface?
Let me pull it up just so
I'm looking at the ticket right now. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot more. There's 5 more things I could activate right now too, which is pretty cool. And I wonder if I activate them here, does it
So I guess that's on the
activate on there?
restream. You can see that.
Yeah, on Restream, on OBS, the viewers can see it. I can't really do a screen share with the Zoom and do all this as
Yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah. No, that makes sense.
But yeah, everything looks great. I just don't know where the link is to share with the people watching if they wanted to send a Bitcoin Cash tip and get
Let
the
me
full screen overlay to appear.
pull up.
And I also have the dial.wtf embed. I can embed that as a additional browser. And what exactly does that do?
So that if you have, let's say you have your own like dial channels, then you can do it through dial. So if you have your own like so that's why we need to onboard people on the dial. Like I created our syndicate today so that now we can have our own like channels and stuff.
So if they're in
Um
our channel, they could call into the live stream on air.
yeah, they could and you can token gate that on through dial.
So what
So
we're
you can act,
combining is like spaces meets podcasts.
yeah, basically.
Mm, that's cool.
Yeah, let me know where to find the link to share with the audience, and I'll
Yeah,
go ahead and see if I can turn that into something like a
I'm
QR
signing in
code
right
for
now.
maybe because I feel like it
Um
being a QR code on
so
the
if you
screen.
yeah, if you pull up the on the left side, you'll see viewer app.
Yep, got it.
Okay. And then you'll say see stream title. You can put in the stream title. And if you click show video in viewer console, then and you put the video embed URL so you can put the restream.
So video embed URL is that what I want to
That'd
put
probably be the
into?
restream. And then the viewer app URL is where they would view it from. So you just copy that and that's what you can share.
All right, so if you're watching, this right here is the website. And actually, I think I can go into. Ooh, I can actually. I can go into my chat on Restream and message this to
Oh, nice.
all of the things watching. So yeah, you might be watching this live stream on, a Kenn Bosak channel, Miggy Crypto, Double O Tats, Bobcat. I even believe our bro VG linked up his socials. So like we're multi-streaming on multiple different accounts
Yeah.
simultaneously. Multiple YouTube accounts, multiple X accounts,
Oh,
multiple.
dude.
So we're live everywhere simultaneously right now, which is really cool. And yeah, so this is me. You're gonna have to get this set up for your live streams too, because that dial thing's gonna be dope, especially like
Yeah.
when.
Dial thing. What dial thing?
So dial.wtf is sort of like a WhatsApp kind of vibe, so you can call, text, chat, video chat, and stuff. And if you join not another media group's dial channel, the whoever's in that group can like jump in live on the air and start talking with us or asking our guest questions, stuff like that. We can make it more interactive. Obviously, you can turn it off and on, so you could have like a viewer call in time, and then you could just turn that feature on your OBS, and then people that are in the channel can just talk to you live on the air. And I think that's going to
That's
be
fire.
really cool. It's like having spaces incorporated into the podcast, where now the audience is
Yeah.
sort of like filmed in front of a live studio audience, and then you can turn the camera around and give them the mic.
Right. Yeah, that's fire. They can type in whenever they want to.
Yeah, this is for the tip top dot chat. So if you guys wanted to send a Bitcoin Cash tip while we're live here doing the recap, we can make
Okay, so I
sure
was
that
gonna
the
try that here
overlays
in just a
triggered and
second.
stuff. Because
Put your link in our private chat.
all right, boom, link is there.
All right. Cool. And then I'll see if I can send you a tip.
The tip.
Just
the
the
tip, though.
tip.
Mhm.
I hear it being sung by a hot dog every time somebody says that. Fucking.
What?
There's a movie about food fucking and stuff, bro, and
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
yeah.
the sausage party?
Yeah, bro. And all I can hear is that
Definitely
girl
fun.
saying, "Just the tip."
Yeah, she was buns.
Yeah, the buns. That's what it was. She was buns. He was the hot dog.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that movie was insane.
I
That movie
only
was
seen
so
it
funny.
once. And it was crazy. It was like an actual lucid fever dream.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, because it really, I know this really happened in real life. I know it is. Like,
That's why I feel like everything is conscious at a certain level, and I feel like that movie tried to highlight, consciousness. And I was like,
yeah, hell
whoa.
yeah, hell yeah. That's
All
so
right,
funny.
we are on a bit of a delay from what we're doing and what the viewer is seeing. It's like a 2 minute delay just in case I always have a delay on the live stream.
Mm.
So when he Bobcat does that, I won't see it for a
So yeah,
second or
I've I've
two.
s- I've I've done the transaction, so you should see it on your side, I think. It
Well,
says
dear
it's
viewers, let me know if I missed it. Because I was I have 4 monitors and it's really hard.
and I didn't actually I actually sent it. I didn't use my Cake wallet, unfortunately. I used my Celine wallet. Shout out to Calixi.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to the Lane Wallet. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
where I keep my BCH is in Celine wallet. But
as you should, as you should.
yeah.
All right. Well, I
It's
don't
been so
Or I
easy
know.
should
to,
or I should say our BCH because
Yeah, it's hours. So
yeah,
not another media group's BCH. I didn't see the
yeah.
overlay, but we can play with that a little later. But yeah, audience, that is the gist of it for now. Bobcat has created a cryptocurrency overlay tip bot with all these cool widgets for live streaming. We also integrated dial.wtf for viewer interaction with content creators. So sort of like a Spaces meets podcasting, kind of taking podcasting to that, like, filmed in front of a live studio audience. So go ahead and check out tiptop.chat. 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 I guess we can start getting into the recap. I think we can let Double O Tats take the floor since it was like his first time in Miami, first time at like a maxi conference. I know you got to go to Eat Denver and stuff like that, but I will let Double O take the floor. Man, how was and what were some of the things you'd like to share about your Bitcoin 2026 Vegas stories? What was your experience like?
Mm, Well, Vegas being where I live at now, it was wonderful to be able to, go home every night. You know what I mean? At the end of it, that was pretty cool. But like, man, like I want to say it was almost overwhelming because a lot of I just like was just like soaking it all in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have my phone out as much as I probably should have. Like I was just like really like enjoying the moment. Um, like being in the crypto now, it's a whole new lifestyle for me. So like being at the biggest, Bitcoin conference and you know what I mean the mecca for, you know what I mean, for kind of where it all started, you know what I mean? Was a good experience, man. I enjoyed meeting a lot of people, making a lot of, good networking and connections and stuff. Um yeah, man, like yeah, like that. But honestly, like I said, I enjoyed the moment more than anything, rather than just like any particular, one aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I dig that. How many Bitcoin Cash tattoos did you do inside of the Bitcoin Conference 2026 in Vegas?
Yeah, not one,
21
but
million.
but two
it
Bitcoin Cash
was it
tattoos.
was a mother and son that got free
Yeah,
Bitcoin Cash tattoos, correct?
yeah, yeah. It was an old ass lady. I mean, a elderly woman.
she was a nice lady.
It's so funny.
Yeah, no, she was cool as hell though. I think she like to smoke weed and shit, like
Yeah, I was gonna say, young as shit at heart. She got a tattoo in the middle of a
Yeah,
conference
they
with her
seem like
son.
a
Yeah.
pair of good DJ and
Oh
mother
no,
and
for
son.
real. They
Yeah.
they tapped in. That's when they both got Snapchat. They both follow me on Snapchat now. They be commenting and shit on my
No,
shit.
they were on it because I was at the Tangent booth pretending I worked there because it was left unattended. And I saw people like walking by and being like, "Where's the Tangent team?" And I was like, "Well, fuck that. I fucks with Tangent." So I stood behind a booth and started like chilling them, and nobody second guessed it. I had to like tell people like I don't like work here. You know what I mean? I just like know my shit.
But
But
now you
that
kind of work there, so
Yeah, I kind of do now. We'll get to
Right,
that because of
right.
the tattoo of consensus and Anna. But yeah, I talked to the mom and son, and I told them a little bit about Tangent and all this stuff, and then somehow, as always, double attacks got brought up, and they're like, "Wait, someone's doing tattoos here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm looking for somebody to get one," and they're like. We want a free tattoo. We'll do it. And I was like, okay. And then they kind of split up. I
so I
went
went and
looking for
found you, didn't
you.
I?
Well, they found me and they were like, yo, just give us his number, bro. We'll find him on our own. I was like, you know
Nah,
what?
for
Double
real.
O
They
would
was
be cool with that.
bullshitting.
Yeah,
They
no,
was
Double O,
bullshitting.
yeah. They took his phone number and called him themselves and found him on their own, which I thought was like, that's cool. Like, they're really
But
going
I
for
let them
this
know they were looking
tattoo.
for him.
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. And yeah, so you got the two Bitcoin Cash tattoos at the Bitcoin conference, and then you did a bunch at the Crypto Fam Radio at the Ripple Content House or whatever, right? You got a couple
yeah,
XRP tats
yeah,
in.
yeah. I did like four XRP tattoos. Four. It was like some of them was like just the regular traditional Exxon, but the one of them had like another another meme with it or something, and another one had another meme. It was yeah, I did four of them though. Yeah, yeah.
I just saw your Bitcoin Cash tip pop up. It worked. I saw it. The audience saw. I got a delayed reaction, but it did. It worked. Totally
Nice.
seen it. It was like $1, right?
It was 50 cents.
50 cents. Yeah, I saw something pop up. It did its thing.
That's right.
That's cool. It works. So you
They
guys
made
can
it
send
rain.
crypto tips. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's up, man. And it's at the beginning. That's where it all starts right here, y'all.
For real, for real. Miggy, you got to go to the Ripple conference. I got to go to Tokenize. Let me let you and Bobcat talk about your experience.
I made it just for the last day, so it wasn't like too much or anything crazy going on. But it was nice. I mean, it kind of reminded me like it was about the same size as the Solana Accelerate. They had one big, massive stage area, and then like a bunch of booths in one room. Wasn't like huge or nothing, but who was there? Uphold was there. OKX was there. Same as the Bitcoin conference. It was nice, getting to see the vibe of the the XRP community. A lot of just true XRP holders and builders out there, getting to see what was going on, and that's where I met, the Kwok brothers, Dom and Phil. They were out there at the XRP event, sponsoring with EZA, and they
So
did
that was
like a
your
Shark
first time
Tank
meeting
pitch.
them?
Yeah, when I went to XRP, I
Oh
saw them.
shit, yeah, you all
They're
must have
doing
hit it
Shark
off
Tank
because
pitch.
when they saw you at Consensus, they were happy to see you. That's dope. I thought you ran into them more than that. All right, that's cool.
No, I've just been trolling them since I'm online.
Well,
They're like, yeah,
it
And now
you'll
built
they
a
see me
troll
later.
you.
It's the
relationship.
comments
Yeah,
and stuff.
literally, literally. I'm like, well, definitely. I like how they fucks with us, and yeah, the relationship you had with them when you introduced us, that y'all were tight already. That engagement definitely added up.
Yeah, they were cool. And like I said, they did the Shark pitch, the Shark Tank thing, which is what most of the people in the house we were staying at, the creator house in Vegas for Bitcoin, most of them were doing the pitch and stuff like that. Like I was hanging out, I got to know Lady Cafe, the people running, or Lady Dev, the people running Lady Cafe, and a few others. Even the Crypto Fam Radio, they did their pitch of the Shark Tank thing too. But that was sponsored by EasyA app. They were cool though because they told me like, hey, if you tag us in the picture, like we'll retweet it, and and I did, and they did, and so I just started trolling them after that. But like I said, XRP was cool. It was chill, it was like intimate. They had free lunch for everybody. There wasn't really like too many. There was like a VIP, but like everybody got food and stuff like that, so that was cool. Got to talk to some of the booths, seeing what they were building. It's still just very similar and everything else. They've got NFTs, they've got, digital art, some games, nothing like crazy or nothing, but most of the stuff that they're building is like a lot of payment rails. The thing that won the Shark Tank was what was it? Oh
I don't
crap!
know. It
It was
doesn't matter
something.
because Lady Dev 1128 should have won. What she built with XRP, Solana, NFT, bridge, interoperability, bruh. Big fan of
Yeah.
Lady Dev. She should have won that.
Oh yeah, their NFTs, yeah, were pretty awesome. And the XRP Solana bridge, they're the only ones that have it. But I can't remember. It was like it was some kind of chat, like XRP chat or something like that. I don't remember. But they won like 50K.
That's dope.
And
That's a
then I
lot.
saw Joel Katz. He was there, the XRP dude. He was out there just kind of talking with everybody. It was crazy, like seeing him there, like the difference
Oh,
between
the
seeing him at
other David
Denver.
Schwartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other
The
David
other,
Schwartz.
and seeing him in East Denver versus XRP, like everybody was around him. Like he was swarmed by a big crowd. Everybody wanted to talk with him and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just there for the day, so it was chill. That was pretty much it. I went in. I really just went to go meet the Quack brothers and like, get some swag. And I, got a few things here, met them, took a picture, and saw David Schwartz, took a picture with him, and then jetted out of there.
What about you, Bobcat? How was your Bitcoin 26, man? I wish you could have came to Miami with us.
Oh no, it was good.
I'm over here looking at this hat still that he wore at the conference. Like I'm loving the fact that she's still wearing it.
Yeah, why the fuck not? You know,
I love that. Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
I
what
want to
you
hear.
The
I want to
call.
hear.
hat, the hat, the hat gets enough compliments. It's worth
I
wearing.
swear, I
I
swear.
know.
That's,
I'm hoping. I'm really hoping that they're because they're supposed to do like their token generation event or whatever you call it. It's ZK Candy or whatever. So I was
mhm.
hoping to get a sponsorship by them, but they may be a rug, so I don't know. I may just have to modify the hat.
Damn.
But everybody wants one of the hats, so I might have to just come up with my own hat to have to give out.
The
So
Bobcat. Put a Bobcat hat. Yeah.
There you go.
hell yeah. I mean, it just makes sense. I thought this was actually a llama, but I looked at that. It is actually a cat.
The
But
cat hat.
Like,
yeah, it
a
is a cat
cat.
hat. So that was
Uh,
good.
it would have been cooler if it was a llama, for
Yeah, I
sure.
know.
Mhm.
He
Anyway.
said, "Yeah, I know."
But no, it was a great week. Of course, being back in Vegas, always kind of become the second home here lately. So at least I know my way around, kind of. So that's
Yeah,
nice. But no, it was great to see everybody, all the homies, all the bros. Just great to catch up with people. That's
hell
the main
yeah.
reason I go to these
We was
things.
kicking the
I
Bobcat.
didn't like. I
We
didn't
was
even
really
really
kicking
pick
and
up
chopping it
much
up.
swag. Like to be honest,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
fuck the swag. It was more about the people for me.
yeah,
For
yeah,
real, for
yeah.
real. I was kind of excited about the swag, but then as I'm looking around, I'm like, all I see is fucking cup holders and pins and chapstick. Like
Yeah, I got
I don't
some light
want
up pins. That was kind of cool, but like I don't know.
I
yeah.
want to know what kind of swag Double O wants to see at a crypto conference. What swag do you want on these booths, bro?
Bro, like for one, I like the socks that I got. Got some socks from East Denver, and I love my socks. And the fact that every time I wear the socks out here, I get hella compliments. Like 'cause they stand with crypto socks, they be like, "Oh, he got the OG socks. We want some of them. We ain't got none of them." Like I'll be like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
nobody's giving away neckties, are they?
right." That's what I'm saying. You feel me? You know, type of shit I want. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Like
Right. Need some
t-shirts and
battery chargers, some
Yeah.
something.
USB-C cord.
Yeah, I missed the chargers and like the
L
fans
Bank.
and all that
L
kind of
Bank
stuff.
had the best battery banks, bro. Fucking shout out
They
Yeah.
to
give
L
away
Bank.
battery
Nah,
banks.
Qdom, or Quant, or was it
Yeah, I still
Qdom?
have my
Qdom did.
Qdom
Yeah,
battery
I use
bank.
that one all the time. They had a wireless charger, wireless charging battery. So you
Yeah.
charge it up and
Yeah.
then you can stick it to the back of the phone. Theirs was well, actually, okay, yeah, Giga has a good one too. They have a wireless magnetic charging battery for
But
iPhones.
it was cooler being able to like pitch something I actually built, which was the tip top dot chat actually to Cake Wallet. Actually pitch it to the CEO and the marketing team. Like that was cool because you can't see people in person unless you show up like that. Like
Right, right.
But
you're gonna go set up a meeting with them,
Yeah, no,
in
he gave us
person.
a follow back. He liked the tweet about it and everything. Definitely got to reach back out to him and let them show
Yeah.
the integration and
So
update
hopefully
all
we
the
can get
stuff.
Girl Gun Crypto to be using it too, and
Christine
all
Crypto,
the
she
other
works with
all the
Cage,
other
yeah.
content creators that are on the Cake Squad. So
We did get somebody in the
Yeah.
chat here that says Google login kind of creepy. Well, the Google login is like a third party thingy that everybody else uses. It's not like your own
Yeah.
Google
it's
login.
just to prevent botting, just so
Yeah,
the like. And I would love to eventually have an NFT, but like there's not enough like Web3 people streaming. Like, to be honest,
yeah. When
we're
you
trying
say
to get them
login
in the
with
crypto.
Google, just take a look at the permissions and stuff. Really, that's all you're really looking for. If it's just looking to
Yeah, it's
authenticate
just
like
Google
user stuff,
OAuth, which everybody uses. It's
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
unfortunately, the space has gotten to that point. Everyone's afraid of shit like this, and I mean, honestly, it's like everyone's just terrified of
Yeah,
QR
but
codes.
you're watching
You know how
YouTube.
hard it was to get people to scan a QR code on my phone screen to schedule a podcast? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh
here's the
no.
QR code to my calendar, and they're like, "Oh, I don't scan." Well, then type it the fuck in calendly.com/Kenn Bosak, all one word, you motherfuckers.
Right. Fucking jackass.
I
Fucking
mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but
prima
it's like
donna.
it's like they're afraid of nothing for nothing shit, and then they're the same people that are like full on
That's
the
why we have
security
QR
theater.
standards as well. Like,
Yeah, but I
yeah,
mean,
your phone
it's
can
just the
tell
bad
us
actors
that
ruin
it's
everything,
QR standard.
Log in with
Typically.
Google, people are afraid of it. Scan a QR code, people are afraid of it. It's like, well, how the fuck are we supposed to be interacting with each other? Like,
Well, you can eventually we'll have the app so it's ready, and you can go straight through your wallet. You can just sign in through your wallet, which that does it is operational. It's just not public yet. It's still being tested, but the overlay pretty much works.
yeah, I saw another tip come in. I don't know if it was
Oh, that's
somebody
awesome.
from the chat or you. It doesn't
No, it
stay
wasn't
up
me.
long
So
enough.
that's awesome.
I don't know if it stays on screen long enough for me to even notice it. Honestly,
But
because
it should show up in the ticker though.
it does. It shows up a little bit above the ticker in the center of the screen. I
I
noticed, but
know,
it's
but
always like out of the corner of my eye.
yeah, but when someone's tipped, they should be in the ticker.
Oh, inside the ticker. Yeah, I do see your name and somebody else in front of you. All right, that's cool. I didn't notice that. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it had some stuff that was already like loaded in there, but that should go away over time. That should be replaced with real.
Oh, it just might be your name over and over again. So it's the same person kind of cycling. And
Okay.
then it duplicates. So yeah, you can go back and watch the live stream. It might be a bug because it duplicates, and there are no price tickers anymore. It's just your name with the what you donated, and it's kind of on a cycle.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then it glitches to 2, then 1 again. All right. Well, hey, this is the beta test, baby.
Yeah.
I guess I could jump into it. The Crypto Fam Radio House, man. That was a lot of fun. Getting to hang out with the XRP community. Especially because like I'm luckily not a maximalist, so I don't have to hate on anything type shit. Like I love everything but Bitcoin equally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was cool to hang out with the Ripple community, seeing what the XRP teams are building, and like I said, Lady Dev 1128, yo, like that NFT marketplace is really, 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 really cool, and I definitely think that she should have won that Shark Tank thing. But yeah, we were hanging out there at the house, having a good time. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Before I even got there, I was texting people like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave in like 15 minutes, so like, just like call me so I have a reason to leave or something." And then I got there, and I was like, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving." Yeah, I ended up crashing for kind of crashing. I mean, we didn't sleep. We pulled an all nighter. And I'm almost 40, bro, in Vegas with those degenerates. It was a lot of fun, man. The pool wasn't heated, or you would have caught me up in that pool for sure. It was
Yeah, so
crazy
cool.
that Don was in there. I saw Don in there, and I touched it just to see, and I was like, "Nah, bro, like, why are you
It's
even in there?"
freezing.
Yeah, freezing in the
Yeah.
desert. It was a
Yeah, it's
freezing ice
crazy how
cold pool in
cold
the
water
desert.
gets in the
The
desert.
the first day I was there by myself and I was gonna get in the pool and it was too cold.
Whenever we have
Got
a house with a pool in the desert, we're gonna have Bitcoin miners eating that bitch.
Yes, for sure. We saw the hot tub guys too, man. They got it going on. I
Yeah,
got
we
to
gotta
meet
get a sponsorship by the
Rob,
historical
Brittany, and
guys.
all them. Z, dude, Z's a fucking that's a dude right there, man. I do fucks with Z. You know, send it higher. That fucking dude. He's a cool guy, man. I met a lot of cool people at that house. I'm really happy Don invited me out. Big ups to Miggy and Jenna and everybody who Barbie and everybody who did the survival thing. That was really cool. I tried to connect Don with Lauren and Mayor and everybody at Futurist to see if we can get him on a panel. Because Don told me if he can get on a panel in Canada, he'll do this again. And I just want to see him do this again. And this time he could do it like in the water because y'all were in the desert in Vegas. But in Toronto, the Rebel venue for the conference is like right on the water. So it'd just be like, night and day kind of cool comparison kind of show difference, which I think's, hopefully we can get not
Lost at sea.
yeah, Crypto Fam Radio needs to be at Futurist. We need to get him on a panel so we can make that episode or season 2 or series 2 or whatever a thing. I'm really proud of you, Miggy. That's hella dope. You survived, bro, in the middle of nowhere. You're lucky
Yeah.
the hills didn't have eyes.
I know they're like, "Did you do?" Because like, man, I was in Marine Corps boot camp for like 2 months, bro. Survive anything after that.
Yeah, 2 months to 24 hours is you got that for sure,
But it
bro.
was fun. It was a good experience. Yeah, I hope we can help them do it again. I want to talk to the evil guys
I
about
got your
helping sponsor
NFT,
and do
so I'm going to
something.
check out. I got your NFT. It was like a random generator droppy thingy. So I got your NFT, which is
Cool.
going to give me some access to some cool content. And I know spoilers, but like, was there like what was like the hardest point of it kind of vibes without spoiling it? You know what I mean? Like, was there a point where you were like,
Uh,
fuck this, I could Uber back to the goddamn conference?
I mean, honestly, no, I got like being out there. I mean, probably, I guess was the bathroom. There was no bathroom out there, so having to do it the old, camp way was probably the most challenging part, figuring out where to go
Oh
and
wow.
everything. But other than
Okay.
that, no, dude, I could live out there, man. Like I like that stuff.
Did
That's
you
kind of how I
sniff
envision
around?
like being at my house, is like I'd rather make enough money to stay home and not have to get out. I would live like that on my property.
I know I do that kind of stuff for fun.
Yeah, and it was cool though. I mean, it was the content, it wasn't hard, but it was like kind of like it took me a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. So, like, I don't think my content's like very exciting from the trip because I didn't really do like skits or anything like everybody else did. I just kind of videotaped, what it was like, the experience overall, and then I hit like, the things that they wanted me to do, and stuff like that. But overall, I just wanted to capture the experience and just get it on video and really do more like a voice overlay of like, what I was thinking, how I was feeling. I guess, but that was probably like the most challenging part was the content
It
side
was
of it.
that
Like,
Bear Grylls kind of style. You didn't really fluff it up for the entertainment. It was just like raw
yeah,
surviving.
yeah, I just wanted to show what it was, just being out there and the experience and stuff, and mostly, what it was like just being out by myself. I think the girls did like skits, so there's probably a little bit more fun and relatable. But we all had to do like a promo too, like a small promo for the sponsors, and then we had like little media or content points of things we needed to do. So like I said, I think mine's pretty like generic, but I wanted to capture just the whole experience of it. And
Down.
there wasn't many trails and stuff to
Laundry.
go off to either.
No,
So,
it's still too.
but it was chill. I liked it. I
For the
want to
laundry.
do it again. I went
The
into
laundry.
the
We're
city and
doing
Double
really
O, you
check
gotta
it.
mute your mic, bro.
Hot mic.
Oh
Double
shit.
O. Damn, bro. You got one job.
Go there ordering
One.
McDonald's and shit. But like, yeah, the whole experience, like the next time I do it, because I mean, I want to do it again whenever they get around to it. I want to do, maybe incorporate a little bit more, and hopefully we do it in a place where there are more trails and more things to explore. Because I was gonna get a video of me going up a mountain, this big hill, and get a video of me like because I had both phones, so a video of me doing it from afar, and then the phone in my hand, while I'm doing it.
Oh,
But trying
nice.
to get to that trail it was kind of iffy, man. Like it would to get to the actual trail was like super long. Like it would have taken me
I can see
like
the
We
more. It
all
would,
in
vision,
like
though.
BLM
and then,
land, or what were y'all?
huh?
What property are we all on?
I don't know. We were an hour north of Las Vegas in the canyon,
Okay,
in
because
a national park.
there's a lot of like public land up there, right?
Yeah, but we were in a national park, so it was all like
Yeah,
camp
that's what
ground
I'm
and stuff.
saying. It's public
Yeah,
land.
and there was oh yeah, and there was like a trail to get to, but then to get through it off trail, it was like bushes and shit. And I was
Yeah.
wearing my Nikes, so I was like, I don't really want to. I'm not trying to go in there like step on a snake or step in a cactus and shit, which would have made
Oh,
good content, I guess. But
Because
nah,
I'd
it's
love to
not.
turn my property into like a retreat for stuff like that kind of.
yeah. Did you have
Yeah.
cell phone service out there? If anything happened, could you even have
Oh
called
yeah.
911?
We had the
No,
Starlink,
I did.
but for some reason nobody else had service. But I had service most of the time. Like it kept cutting in and out though. Like for me to make calls or something or like the text, I had to use the
Oh
Starlink.
man,
But
that's
like
like
I
some
could get online.
127 hours type shit.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to get online like here and there, so I was able to like play music or watch movies, but I couldn't make any calls or anything unless I was like using the Starlink. But it was cool that he had that set up, like so that way you weren't completely remote. And plus, we were right off the road for the campsite, so there was cars coming by.
Okay.
But shout out to the Starlink, that shit was
I'm
pretty dope.
surprised that y'all weren't like so you weren't streaming while you're out there?
No, no, we didn't. He didn't want anybody streaming, just
Okay.
because
You too much
at
data.
first they were
It's
just
like
concerned.
pay-per-view content.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also
yeah,
I guess because like Jenna, there was just some concern. She didn't want to have anybody know where she was or
Oh, that's
try to
so
find her.
true. I hate that we
So
have to.
no,
yeah,
that's
apparently,
that's
I mean, for me, no one gives a shit. They're not gonna
Yeah,
come
I know
find
what you
me.
mean, man. I just hate that we live in a world where it's like so easy as a guy to forget like
Yeah,
it's not nothing to walk to your car in the dark parking lot type shit for everybody, you
right,
know?
right, and we're out in the middle of nowhere, so if something does happen, like yeah, like
Yeah, that's a
you
whole
have to make
different fear factor those girls
yeah,
had to be fighting through. That yeah, damn. Well, fuck,
yeah.
dude. Props to the ladies, cause yeah, I didn't even realize that's a whole extra hills have eyes kind of shit.
right,
Especially because of what I no names, but there was somebody who was a public stalker of people in crypto, and he was at the conference in the VIP section in the fucking media
yeah,
area, bro, and it was just like, how are we supposed to have ladies coming into this space and we're not going to protect them from these people that are
Yeah,
publicly harassing them? It's fucked up.
it's sad to see women having to have security to come to a conference, bro.
Just because the conference
right,
won't do the right thing, man.
And
They'd rather have the
I'm
ticket
not
sale.
like it was multiple ladies that I saw that had to have security, and it's sad because it should be a safe space.
Well, shout
yeah.
out to Taco for making the space a little safer. I'm sorry that he had to deal with all the bullshit drama that kind of
Yeah.
fell out, but big ups to Taco for being that dude. He's him.
It's because it's a bunch of computer geeks ain't never getting no motherfucking pussy. Every time they see a motherfucking female around, they get it out their motherfucking mind. They lucky I ain't around. I'll smack one of their ass for that stupid ass shit, bro, and everything. I
Yeah,
don't
bro,
play
for
that
real.
shit.
No, those are the trad fi bros and like the people that like work traditional jobs, the traditional finance people. The
Yeah,
nerds aren't like
and
Mm.
that.
a lot of the nerds get caught up
Most
in
of the
that
nerds
loop
are
because
incels.
yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the autism thing. I ain't trying to defend the nerds, but the autism thing is heavy, and a lot of the hugging may be more on the spectrum than on the malicious. So it is
Yeah.
hard to say who's malicious and who's just on the spectrum, or who may be a awful
You got me
combination
crying
of both.
laughing.
Yeah. Now
But
there's a few that are
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
'Cause they
But
like
some
they just love you. They just want to give you a hug because they
Yeah,
on the
literally,
spectrum.
bro. And sometimes it can come off. I get it. I had to make that announcement at the shitcoin conference because it was heavily puzzled out. There's a lot of puzzle pieces floating around, and we just had to let everybody know. Not everybody is hugging extra long because they're malicious. They're just
Puzzle
loving.
pieces.
But
yeah.
yeah, the space we need to try harder, bro. Especially when it comes to things that are publicly verifiable, things that actually have receipts and paper trails. I think that stuff needs to be acknowledged, and we have to hold the organizations at the conferences accountable for the lack of safety in the space and in the environment they're charging us to be in, or even worse, inviting us to a wolf's den, because a lot of the ladies in this space were invited to the conference, right? And
Well, I heard a lot of, or I see online, there was a lot of, or not a lot, but I see some complaining about the party for consensus being at 11.
That's every year though. That's such old news.
Oh, I
It's
know,
just
but
every year.
yeah, it's
I
it's just
if the guys are acting up, that's whatever. It's a different story. But
yeah.
yeah, don't get mad at a venue. That's corny. We live in
Well, I
America.
know,
I chose
but they
not to go
do
to
choose
Club
to have
11
their
because I
event
know what
there.
happens at Club 11. I opted out and I sent pictures of me on the couch. I think Miggy, weren't you in the picture with me or something?
Yeah, we were on the house.
Yeah,
I've
we're at the
honestly
house.
never been
We're
there.
like
The one time I
we're
tried to go, I
chilling.
couldn't get in.
Nah, man.
Well, yeah, there was like a stupid line and like
It's
a bunch
too
of people didn't
loud.
get
You can't
in.
even network, bro, and it's just such a weird. It's
It's
like the
um
you ever see a Pinocchio? It's like that island where everybody's like drinking and turning into donkeys and shit.
Right.
Like that to me was like Club 11. But I'm not judging the
Yeah.
environment, just like the people. You know
Ah, yeah, I
they say
couldn't
never
go.
meet your heroes. Well, really, like for real, never meet your heroes drunk at a strip club. Like just avoid it. You know what I mean? Like you can
I'm
go on
yeah.
your own, but you don't have to go as a group. That's anything in numbers is weird.
I'm so glad I didn't go. I seen some videos of that shit, and I was looking like, y'all thought that was lit? Like, what the fuck was that?
I don't know if it was real, but the video of the crypto bro pissing at the bar and smacking
Oh
his
yeah, I don't
chin.
think that's the same. Then it's the same club.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but that video has me dying. I love that that's making the rounds, even if it's fake news. I want it to be real, so we're just gonna start the rumor here. It's real. Uh, and then I heard Cavlicular got into a fight after 11 or something. And then I just saw a video
Right.
today about him being like a pedophile and messing with minors and giving them drugs and shit. Now he's like going to jail and stuff. And all these crypto people were so excited to hang out with people like Russell Brand and Cavicular and all these fucking people who are like literally publicly evil. And it's just like I can't wait to get a selfie with. I'm like, dude, like they're genuinely scumbags. You're like I don't understand the energy. And then just to see the news come out today about Cavicular and all this stuff with like minors and giving them look smacking injections like drugs in their face,
Not Bitcoin
all
miners.
kind. Yeah, not Bitcoin miners.
Mm.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, I don't know, man. That's why I don't fuck with a lot of these people because like they fuck with the wrong people, bro. It's like you definitely
Right.
know you sold your soul when you don't care who you be taking selfies with. Like,
Man, sad.
I ain't fucking with Russell Brand. I ain't fucking with Cavicular. Like I ain't fucking
And he
with
was
any of these
funny too.
people.
Russell Brand was a
It
funny
was funny
motherfucker.
until he was talking to yo, dude. Watch his Pierce Morgan interview, bro. It's
Oh
actually
yeah,
wild.
that latest interview. Yeah, that was a bit
It's
crazy.
like genuinely wild. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. It's like just I don't know. And then the people in the influencer KOL type space so excited to hang out with these people. I'm cool. I don't want to hang out with you guys anymore either. Like you can have your selfies. You can hang out and party with Cavicular. I'm just gonna go to bed early. Like it ain't worth the selfies. And I don't know how y'all sleep at night giving this dude money just to hang out in the same environment. Like a lot of people were like 50 people behind. They're taking a picture from like
Yeah.
50 feet away and they're like, I'm hanging out with Cavicular. I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
I'm
what
more
the
happy I
fuck?
got to meet the Amish guy.
Yo, okay, so let's go to that with the Afro Man, the
That was lit.
McPepe, Janice McAfee. Double O
Yeah.
showed up a little too fucking late for the party, but bro, if you would
Man,
have been there, it would have been a whole different. People would have been getting Afro Man tattoos literally on stage, bro. I could already have seen what would have went down. But Bobcat, like, let's chop it up a little bit about that. It was the Bobby Shmurda. It was Afro Man. It was what was the other
Well,
guy?
let's roll back the tapes to first off, we weren't even gonna be there because we were gonna be having our own event.
Oh, I
right.
forgot. Yeah, we got kicked out of Nuwu. All right, so let's start with Nuwu, where we were gonna do the shitcoin meetup after the Bitcoin conference. We had a Luma event of over 70 people. It was over 80 by the time we left, but we had over 70 people RSVP'd to go to a smoke lounge. Called Sky High Lounge. It's above the Nuwu dispensary there in Vegas, right at the end of Fremont. It was about a 10-15 minute walk to the Afro Man party. So it was sort of like an after party for the Bitcoin conference, a pre party to like the Afro Man show. And yeah,
Like,
we
oh,
we
this would
got
be
into it.
perfect.
We got into it with the manager a little bit. I recorded the audio, which is kind of funny. But
But
yeah,
yeah, so it was just bad vibes from the jump.
well,
Apparently they had,
before we even got there, they were being rude to,
yeah,
fucking Mad
they were mad
Bitcoins and
that we had put
everybody.
out a flyer that we were having an event because really anything over 20 people with them is an event, and they had not anyway, they were very nonchalant when I called to try to make our event known to them, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna be there doing the Bitcoin thing." Like they even knew when we were gonna be there. But whoever that person was apparently didn't have any clout, so whatever. But we got kicked out of our own party, or didn't really get kicked out. We kicked ourselves out.
Yeah,
But
I walked out on principle. This dude was like double speaking, and I don't like
yeah,
double
he's
speaking.
yelling at us, like
Well, he was
giving us
telling
his
me he didn't
name.
like the way I switched up on him, and I'm like, bruh, I've been the same tone of stoner since I did that dab. Like, you're the one who just like, I don't like that gaslighting shit coming from a man. Like, if you ain't a female, like, I ain't putting up with it. You know what I
We
mean? Like,
immediately came in and became customers. We were in line standing for dabs the whole time, and he
didn't even mention that we were a
being a
part of
dick.
the meetup or nothing. He was just rude right out of the gate when we were in line. And then we talked to our friends, and they were there for like an hour and a half before we got there, just like pre-gaming. And the first thing they said to us is, "Bro, like it's been real weird. Like everyone's just been mean to us since we got here." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And that's when like the manager and people are like, "Yo, we need to talk
Shout out to
outside."
Mad.
Yeah, Mad Bitcoins. And then Bodie tried to, patch things up. Bodie, shout out to Bodie. He was trying to be, diplomatic and
Yeah, he
shit.
was trying to be our diplomat, but whatever.
And I started recording before I even walked outside because I already know what's up. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody talking to me like that off recording. Like, I'm cool. Like, if I'm in trouble, I'm getting that audio. Like, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So he was talking shit, and yeah, basically I just said, I mean, I'm not. He's just like, I'm trying to have a normal conversation. There wasn't nothing normal about it. So I was like, I'm not normal. We walked out. And this dude followed me out of the smoke lounge, yelling and like talking shit. Cause like I
I'm
didn't know
pretty sure his day was over too.
but I didn't know he was behind me. So I'm calling him an asshole, talking to you and shit. I'm like, that dude was a fucking asshole. And then I turn around and he's like behind me and Bodie, and I was like, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, no, you were. You're an asshole. So he kind of overheard me talking shit on him without me even knowing he was behind me. And then I crossed the street and he just starts yelling, like, I guess how to spell his name or whatever. I don't know. But I did leave them a decent review. And actually, Nuwu and Sky High Lounge both reached out to me via email and Instagram DMs. So that was fun. I told them I'll send them the audio file if they'd like, but I mean, I'm never going back to that lounge because I suffer from social anxiety. And now that, like, that'll never be a safe place for me to ever go back to. There's nothing they can do, unfortunately. I don't even want them to fire the guy. It won't make a
Yeah.
fucking difference to me. I'm not going back. But yeah, that's kind of what
So
happened.
that's how
Then we
our
went.
evening started. So then Ken and I walked to Fremont Street, and we were a little bummed, but we were like, yeah, now it'll get better. So then we like immediately while we're trying to find the venue, we run into the Amish dude, and also another rapper that we didn't realize was going to be one of the performers. Shout out to Kid Lennon.
Yeah,
But
he
yeah,
opened for Afro Man, and he has a song with Afro Man, Kid Lennon.
yeah, he's actually on tour with Afroman opening for him. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I guess he and the Amish dude are friends. So we kind of joined their posse, and we finally found the venue, and then we ran into Janice, and it just went on from there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was Rice Crypto's birthday, Rice
It was also the
TVX.
Amish dude's birthday.
Oh yeah,
No.
they shared the same birthday. That's right. It was like destiny for
Yeah,
Rice when he found that out.
yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop saying I
Yeah, I
wish
ain't gonna let
Double
this
O
shit
was
slide.
there.
I'm not letting this shit slide. You was talking, Ken, you was talking shit, and he overheard your motherfucking ass.
Who?
That's funny.
Who?
The
Who?
guy
Which
from the
one?
I
new.
know you turned around like, oh yeah. I was talking shit. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I did that. And it's on audio. You can listen to the audio because I was tapped into my Double O energy, bro. I was standing up for myself in
Yeah,
a weird
yeah.
way. Like I don't really stand up for myself type shit. I have anxiety, so I kind of just like walk away from conflict. But I was like, wait, this conflict could easily be content. Let me just record this.
Hmm.
Hell yeah. Hey, it's
So
funny.
yeah.
You might not stand up for yourself, but you stand up for everybody else though. You stand up for a scam. You stand up for all time. You know what I mean? Like if you quit to call some shit out, but for yourself, you like, you know what? Just forget it. Just forget it. It ain't nothing.
That's kind of true. I got to get my priorities in order this year.
That's why you
Facts.
got us, motherfucker.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
the conference had what was I can't remember the other guy's name. It's pissing me off. It was Bobby Shmurda, it was Afro Man, and it was like some
Riff
guy
Raff.
Riff
Riff
Raff.
Raff.
I couldn't stop saying Rough Rider in my head, but I'm like, there's no, you know what I mean? Like
Riff
And I
Raff.
Riff
wasn't even
Raff.
there, and I remember. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I didn't know I knew all their songs, bro, until they were on stage, and I'm like, oh, I know this one. I know this one too. I lost my motherfucking voice, like just in the front
Oh,
row,
you
because
were. I've never seen you as hoarse as you were.
dude, it was
Look
wild,
at
bro.
that.
Because like
Horse
I
is
was actually
Vegas.
at a
It's so
concert
dry.
I knew the lyrics to, and everybody was like so behind their phones. Everybody was like 13 feet away from the stage because they wanted to get like the right angle for their camera. So like we had
Like,
like so much room in the front. We were literally at like front row, stage up against my chest, resting elbows, and like nobody was even touching me because they needed to back up and get the camera right. Like I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks for all the room, you sheep. Like, I'm just enjoying the moment. Like, it was a vibe, man. Got to talk to Janice a lot. I got to have some quality time with Rice for his birthday. For the first time, it was his birthday in Vegas. We have spent multiple of my birthdays together because conferences seem to always fall around Halloween. So it was cool to have a birthday conference vibe with Rice. But then we all kind of split up, and that's kind of where we split up and went to consensus. Bobcat unfortunately did not make that. I'll let Miggy start the consensus off because bro, you fucking crushed consensus, man. Like you're in a documentary. You're quoted by the Wall Street Journal. Kick off. Let people know a little bit about your experience at Consensus 2026 in Miami.
Yeah, man, it was pretty chill. I was happy to get back to being at the conference. I missed the last two, and yeah, we came in it pretty strong after the Bitcoin conference. It was just a different vibe there. It was a different feel. It was like being at the conference for the first time, ever. Everybody was just kind of, doing their normal thing, and then it just felt like we were a little extra, even though we were like, just doing the normal things. But it was cool, man, especially getting to link up with the Quack brothers at the EZA hackathon and getting to, hang out with them for a bit and have some fun there. Getting the EZA app tattoos. Shout out
Yeah,
Double O. Getting those
yeah,
secret phones. Yeah, the
yeah.
documentary thing was cool too. So hopefully get a chance to check that out whenever it does come out.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
can't wait to open mine. I
but it
got.
was a nice vibe. Yeah.
I'm opening mine after King open his and do a
I
review
know
on
I
it.
haven't even opened mine yet. I'm gonna open it eventually, but
I'll do the
I mean, I'm
review
not in a
first, and then we
rush.
could all do reviews, and then we'll all be in each other's reviews. But
That's
Miggy,
fine.
Miggy, bro, I can't
Get
stress this
left
enough.
out.
I am so happy that I was a grumpy Gus when I saw that line, because Miggy was content on standing in a line that would have easily taken 3 to 4 hours, and that's
Yeah,
not an
that was insane.
exaggeration. That's like probably underestimating the time it would have
Yeah,
taken
that was
standing in that
wild.
line. It was half of a fucking day at the point Miggy got in the line. So I'm
Bro
like,
doesn't even
fuck
stand in
this.
TSA lines. He ain't gonna
That
stand in that
I
line.
know, bro. I social engineered my way through TSA, bro. I literally scammed TSA to get through TSA, and it worked. Yeah, but fuck, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, because Bobcat put my wrong birthday month and day. It was in the wrong order, so I had to get out of line, which I was like
Yeah, it was in
really gonna
European order, so it was 111 instead of 11-1.
Oh
Dude, so
no.
Oh
I stood
wow.
in line.
That's some
I stood in
bullshit.
line, bro, at Vegas for an hour. And remember, your mom was supposed to drop me off. She was in the shower taking extra long. I was already cutting it close. Had to call an Uber. Like everything was against me getting the consensus. I waited in
Wow.
line for an hour and 10 minutes at the airport to go through TSA.
Jeez.
I get to the front. They make me go all the way back out to the ticket people. The ticket people change the date around, and it is. I'm texting Bobcat like, there's absolutely no way I'm making this flight. And as soon as I hit send, I saw the Clear people helping these elderly couple about to go through the line. And I know how Clear works. I used to pay for it. So I was like, yeah, they're just about to bum rush the line. Everyone out of the way. These people are more important than you. They paid us $150 a year. They're more important than you. So I was like, fuck.
Right.
They look like me, bro. They're old. They're white. They kind of look Irish. I probably can blend right in with the family. So I literally just got in line behind the old lady who was behind the man who was behind the clear attendant. And they don't turn around. They just push people out of the way. And I was pushing people out of the way with them. Like, yeah, move. I'm going to get out of my grandma's way right now. You know what I mean?
Get out my grandma's way.
I took a picture with the couple behind me because, like, I literally had to run from TSA through to get to the flight. And I was the last person on my flight, and Taco and Bitcoin Barbie are taking pictures and shit because it's like literally if I was the last person on that, it was almost like a minute doors are shut type shit, bro. So if I didn't try to sneak on to past TSA, there was, you know what I mean? So
he's a wizard.
But I did it with Miggy. We did it because I was like, I have a feeling there's a better line for us. Like, we're special here. So Miggy stood in the not special line, and I went on a special mission. And I found the special line. And that special line still took about an hour, bro. But that's when Miggy got interviewed by, like, the Wall Street Journal. This lady, bro, was like a fucking spy. Like, CIA. She was literally just, like, 2 feet away from Miggy while he was talking to a lady that was, like, a senator or something. She was a political person. She was really cool because we kept saying hi to each other after that. She was really nice. We actually followed each other. But this, like, Wall Street Journal lady was like a spy. Just like, I don't know if she was recording audio or taking pictures, but she was just spying on Miggy's conversation. And he was so locked in that, like, Miggy and the lady he was talking to didn't even realize there was a spy journalizing it all. And then she asked Miggy for all this, like, legal stuff into a camera. And it was like, damn, bro, this feels like, you know, this, like, you lost, like, you know what I mean? She spied on you with permission. It was weird. She came out of nowhere. It was wild. And she's like, yeah, I'm with the Wall Street Journal. And I was like, I hope so. Because it's either the CIA or the Wall Street Journal at this point, lady.
Some three-letter agency.
Say that. It better be with
find out when it comes out. But yeah, that was cool.
And then Miggy got interviewed by the BTS, right? I only remember that because it's the same letters as that Japanese pop band, BTS, right? So
yeah, I can't remember what other. I think one of the documentaries that they did was the pandemic. Yeah, they were talking to Adam Beck.
Big documentaries.
Yeah, and they were interviewing Adam Beck. The guy knew Roger Ver, like, personally. He called Roger about the tattoo.
Yeah, that was
yeah, that's I feel like that's what got me in, was the tattoo.
They were going to interview me, but then Tim Draper's team showed up and was like, oh, can you come back? And then I was kind of at that point like, yeah. And every time he asked me to go back, I kept kind of being like, nah, I'm busy. It was my only way of getting back at him for making me feel small when Draper's team showed up. So, like, every time he came up, I was like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, in a little bit. In a little bit. Yo, call me or text me in a little bit. Because, like, I don't know. I felt some type of way when I was, like, next in line and I got, like, oh, come back later. So I was like, all right, I don't think I'm coming back later. Like, fuck this.
I'm going to be so out of place in the documentary because even the Kwok brothers were in it. I saw that they posted. They got interviewed in that too.
Yeah, man, it was awesome though. I got to watch you and I listened to what you said. And actually, another
Kenn's like the opposite of a clout chaser.
Well, not even that. Like, they kind of pissed me off a little bit because I was recording a little bit about what Miggy was doing. Like, I was recording Miggy's, like, you know, being interviewed. And, like, dude literally stopped Miggy in mid-sentence to cut Miggy off. Looked at me and was like, no recording. And I'm like, first off, don't interrupt my boy. Second off, I'm recording my boy. Third off, like, fuck you. I signed an NDA. Sue me. Like, I don't know. Some type of energy. It got real weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I was like, whatever. But they were cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they were cool, but they were definitely, like, not degenerates. Like, they were trying to be a professional, and I don't know how to get comfortable in those environments. Like, they made Miggy do his hair, bro. Bro, they made you do your hair.
It's because I couldn't wear the Pikachu hat for the branding, and I had to take off, like, half the stuff I had on me for that reason. But yeah, they had to fix my hair.
Miggy, what did they say about me? How were they gonna fix me?
I don't even remember.
No, they were
Yeah,
gonna
Probably gonna
blur.
be
They were
something.
gonna blur. They were gonna blur everything.
Oh, that's
but
why I
my
blur all the stuff. Yeah, your tattoos and shit
dude,
or
all
whatever.
my tattoos, all the stuff I was wearing. They're like,
Yeah,
we can't really even record you. I was like, well, you can blur everything out, and I could be like,
I remember that.
the fucking.
Yeah, blur your
yeah.
face out and shit.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
That's
that's
funny.
they weren't about that. They weren't about that. And I think that's another reason why they were like, yeah, Tim Draper's team's here. Like you're gonna be too much in post, bro. Too much post work.
funny.
That would have been funny if Tim Draper's team would have invited you to be with them.
Well, Tim wasn't there. I bet you he
Oh,
would
yeah,
have.
no. Well,
Yeah, it was
hopefully he
just
was
the
talking
team.
to Daryl.
Oh no, it was a few other people from his team.
Oh, I know.
I actually met
In
them,
San
shook the
Francisco.
hands. Can't remember so many people I met, but no, they were cool about it too. It was
Yeah.
just like it was just one of those things where it's like, all right, cool. Now I just got to be me about all this. Like, unfortunately, this is how I am. So no, but dude, we even got Miggy got me introduced to the Kwok brothers, right? KWOK Kwok. But I feel like the guy on stage kept saying their name differently, and I don't know how to say their name because they let that old man slide if he was saying it wrong. Miggy, you're
Mm.
muted. Your
I wanted to
headphones
call him a Yin Yang
died.
You're
twin.
good.
He only has one headphone left, so it's like half the battery. Yeah, we can't hear anything. But yeah, Miggy got me introduced to the Kwok brothers. They were really cool. Like I said, I thought he knew them more than he did, even because they were really, chill. They were happy to see Miggy. He introduced me, and then we got to spend some time at the hackathon. There wasn't many people in the hackathon area, and I told the guys, I'm like, I think it's because you don't have a sign that says like, "Come on in." Like you have a gated wall, literally a gated wall around the hackathon with a one way in, one way out. It doesn't feel very welcoming to passerbyers, really. And even for me, as like somebody who's doing content, it just feels like one of those like leave us alone, we're working kind of environments. It didn't seem like but then after we were welcomed into the hackathon by the brothers, I sat right up front. We all sat up right up front. We were in the front row in the
Yeah.
judges' seats,
Yeah.
just cheering it on. And people weren't clapping until I feel like we started a lot of the round of applause.
Yeah, straight up.
People were being boring, bro. And like I forgot what. Do you remember that gentleman's name, Double O? Because that dude basically had all of us fucking crying by the end of his speech.
Oh, that
Almost
was
like
Lord Taylor.
I don't remember. He was from Jamaica though.
Lord
he was a
Taylor, that
Lord,
was his name.
Lord
Yep,
Taylor.
Lawrence.
Yeah,
Yes, Sir Lawrence. Yep, Sir Lawrence Taylor. Yep.
Yeah,
yo,
Lord
that
Lord
Lord
Taylor. Not
Lawrence.
that
Yeah, Lord
Lord.
Lawrence. Yeah, I
yeah,
called him Sir.
that
He was.
guy,
Yeah.
that guy could be a motivational speaker from Super Bowl halftime to fucking nuclear war type shit. Like that dude could just get you to get out there and do it. Like I mean, talk about a motivational
That's what I told him.
speaker.
I was
And
like, you got
then
these people ready for war. And they're like, oh, hopefully not war. I was like, nah, they're gonna get other keywords.
yeah, for real, digital war is coming. And he's gonna be the
That's
guy
really
blowing the
funny.
trumpet for us. The Kwok brothers were really cool because we asked for a seeker phone, and they were like, "I don't know. We'll see if we have some left." And of course, I'm like, "Hey, but I'll get a tattoo right here, right now." And I did not expect Dom to be so like
Yeah,
fucking
they were
degen.
so down for it.
Dude, he was so in immediately. He was like, "Wait, you mean right here, right now? Like, who's the artist?" And Double O was like, "Hi, I'm Double O Test, the Black James Bond with the tattoo guy." Like out of fucking nowhere, just spawns in, blows Dom's mind. He's like, "Wait, you have a tattoo shop in your suitcase?" He's like, "Everything I need is right here, right now." And we just did the tattoos right then, right there, and it was so cool how they were like into it. And not a lot of people are that degenerate, bro. For real. Like, and that's
It usually freaks people
right
out,
to my heart.
to be honest.
It really, I know, I do it a lot, and I see the distaste in it. They're like, "Ew, you're a degenerate." And then Dom was just so in, like, "All right, bro, easy A tattoo, seeker phone, let's go." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm doing this off your energy right now. Like, fuck the
Right.
phone. I fucks with you on energy now. Like, that's so
Straight
cool.
up.
They were so cool about it." And then we also got to do a tattoo at the Tangem booth. Anna's hooked me up. I'm going to be working with Tangem, doing some paid content for the Tangem team, working for them. Hopefully, going to conferences and being that booth babe that gets to talk to people why hardware wallets suck unless it's a tantrum. And
You gonna be
I've
a
been
boob babe?
hell yeah,
I said
I
boob
am.
babe. I said a boob
Yeah.
babe. Booth
A booth
babe.
babe,
Booth.
yeah. Well, that's sort of in crypto what we called anybody that was working at a booth back in the day because they were really there just to look good, get attention, and hand you a flyer. There really
They
wasn't
couldn't
much
answer any technical
info.
questions.
Right.
Right, right.
Pretty much.
So
But
similarly to
old girl
shitcoin, I'm
not like
taking
that.
back right, and similarly to the shitcoin shit, how I say it with admiration, I'm taking back the
Yeah.
booth babe thing and doing it with admiration. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be such a derogatory term. You know, I think booth babe is works with all of the degenerate terminology that we have, as long as we redefine it in a positive way. It doesn't have to be an insult. You know what I'm saying? So. I think, being a booth babe, being able to answer the questions and do all that, like that's where we're at now anyway. So it's always been like, oh, you're a booth babe, but like now everybody knows like their shit behind the table at a booth. You're really not gonna find many
Yeah, they've
people like
stepped up their
bro,
game.
even Cyborg knows her shit about her NFTs, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's a
Oh,
straight
Oh
up
yeah.
knocker outer, and she knows her shit about what she's doing in
Knock
crypto.
her outer.
She's my favorite knocker outer, bro. She's just knocker outer.
Hey no. Hey, no. I swear I'll never forget watching her fight looking like damn. I'd be like, I don't know if I even want to fight that bitch. Huh? Straight
Yeah, for real, for real. I'm glad
Yeah.
she's on our team. And
Yeah.
oh, speaking of tattoos, I got to get a Pudgy Penguins tattoo
Oh yeah.
at a Pudgy
Pudgy Penguin
Penguins
party.
party underneath a shark,
Yeah.
a stingray, and a
A
bunch of
manatee.
fishies and a
A
manatee.
manatee.
Dude, it was cool. All the stuff that was, I'm so just, and they're like, the whole time they're letting me hit the weed pen. Like, security didn't really get on our ass till it was like closing time. You know what I'm saying? When that song started playing, security got on our ass about hitting the vape. But the whole night, I'm getting inked up. I'm hitting the weed pen. I'm chilling. I don't drink. Everyone's offering me free drinks left and right while you're tattooing me. I think I turned down like 6 free drinks just because I was getting a Pudgy Penguins tattoo at the Pudgy
Yeah.
Penguins party. I'm
That's
like, I don't
crazy.
drink.
And they didn't offer me Nan. I had one, but they ain't offered me Nan. Ain't that a
But the
bitch?
artist is always forgotten, bro. It sucks. You know what
Bro.
I'm saying?
But you know what though? I
We
appreciate the
know
fact
who
that
Banksy
you don't
is.
forget them forget. You
Oh,
never
I
let them
never,
forget. And I
never,
appreciate that. Straight
never.
up,
But
bro.
we know who Banksy is, and still nobody cares, right? So it's like it goes to even that level. Like Banksy's identity has been released. It's a public identity who Banksy is. Nobody cares.
So, but nobody cares.
Not until he's fucking dead, dude. That's just how people are, unfortunately.
Damn it.
But consensus was a trip, bro. I fucking can't believe how big it was. It was 10 times the size of the Bitcoin conference. Like everything. There was just an activations. Dude, they had a carnival with rides in the conference.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
Carnival. I know. I kind of we didn't get on the ride.
yeah, shout out to the Spenders Club, Digital Spenders Club, Spendin, Flexa, those guys. Mayor, I think he was the one running it. Like, dude, bro, epicness, dude. It was like one of the coolest activations for using crypto. Like, they gave you a digital card, it had crypto on it. Like, you would do stuff with it. Like, it wasn't just like, kind of like the Bitcoin conference. Cash App was giving $21 of Bitcoin to everybody and letting people spend it right away at like their little shop. It was more than that because it was like it's not just like buying and it's like, oh, I could do this and play a game, or I could do that. It opened the imagination, I think, a little bit more in like what
Yeah,
you can do with crypto.
shout out to Fold, by the way. They actually sent out a reminder that I needed to claim my stuff after the conference. So I
Nice.
did that. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of people giving away crypto. At Bitcoin conference, though, I took a lot of those Cash App $21 flyers and made sure we handed them out to the people that were working there, like the people that were pushing the trash cans, the people that were sweeping the brooms, security, the people that were like selling the coffee and shit. Like I made sure I gave as many of those people I could $21 worth of Bitcoin from Cash App. And I tried to convince the Cash App team that was handing out the flyers, like, bro, like giving anybody here with a badge $21 in Cash Apps, like it's like the worst waste of marketing funds you've ever done. You could literally
Right.
just go outside the conference and find random people, make sure they're not wearing a badge, and get them to do this. That's where the impact really happens. And unfortunately,
Sure.
they're like, kind of booth babes, right? Like, I'm just paid to hand out these flyers, bro. I'm like, fuck, man. No fucks
Right.
given. No fucks given. But me and Miggy ran into at Consensus Go BTC Pay. Was that the name,
Um,
Miggy?
it was, yeah, from Go Mining.
Go Mining. They have
Go
a
BTC
really
Pay.
cool thing they were doing. They were doing an activation for free, like empanadas and coffee and stuff, where they would send you, what was it, like $20 or something in Lightning? Or no, it was on chain. It was actually on
$21.
chain.
No, it was actual Bitcoin, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
it moved
$21.
like lightning. It moved
Yeah, it
just
was
like
20.
lightning, dude. It was the fastest on-chain Bitcoin transaction I've ever seen at Consensus.
Yeah, they set you up with a wallet, gave you $21. You didn't even have to KYC. You just had to, you just had to do the private key test or password test, and then you could spend the money at the food place right that they were at,
Yeah, the
which
only
was
thing
dope.
was they had their own point of sale system. So it wasn't
Yeah.
just like built into Square or whatever point of sale system the kiosk was using. They had their normal point of sale system, and then it looked like they ran a dual OS and they were launching another point of sale system that was the Go BTC Pay POS. So that it was kind of cool, but it was an instant transaction. I didn't
Yeah.
have to wait. That was pretty cool at Consensus. We didn't really get to talk much about Tokenize, but I am done with Tokenize. I am done with Bid Angels. I am fully done with anything related to Michael Turpin, bro. Like, I will never go to another Tokenize conference again. I got there too early. I went without any of my friends. I seen too much. And I would just like, just like let y'all know it's not worth it. Like, go into that Tiger Mansion or Mike Tyson's old mansion that the IRS stole and this dude, with the group of people bought type shit. Like, it's not worth the photo op. Like, they're using you, the content creators, the KOLs, the influencers. It's literally a traveling circus of con men. It's never changed. I've been to like a dozen Bid Angels events. I've been to a dozen tokenizes since Coin Agenda failed. And it's literally the same. Anybody you see in the audience, they're there just to get on stage at some point. It's like nobody there is not involved or paid to be there. And like if somebody does show up that's like not in the know and they were actually like suckered into buying a ticket to tokenize, it's sort of like a mark on your arm to let the wolves know, like fresh meat. It sucks. So
Well, yeah, you were
Yeah.
forced to
Like,
you were forced to watch the talks, and you said only one of them was worth a damn, right?
yeah, dude, it was wild. It was so wild, and it was just the same shit they always talk about. The same speakers. This everybody in the seats were people that were just waiting to go on stage. Turpin was on stage talking about there's like 100 people in the audience when he was talking to the camera. I looked around and I'm like, bro, there's not even 10 people in the house right now. Like, what is happening? It was just felt so uncomfortable. And then, the bro started to show up and it turned into a completely different thing. And I was just like, oh, I see the cross pollination of the credibility and all that stuff gonna be used. Like what just happened with me and Bitcoin Ben type shit, like my eyes are a little bit wider and I can see that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what Michael Turpin's doing with having Adam host the influencer awards, basically just stall all the clout and credibility of everybody that attended for the people that were like VC, hedge fund, pyramid scheme, pump and dumping scammers. Like, I'm just so frustrated with the reiteration verbatim of everybody that's on the stages at these tokenized events. It's literally a traveling circus of con men. Check out the videos, check out the images, check out everything because it's always the same fucking people. Like, the audience never changes, and it's not a real conference. It's not a conference at all. It's like a if you know you know members only kind of like thing. It's just super sus, and I just want people to just be aware because I feel like something's gonna come out eventually, and I can at least go back to this and be like, "Fucking told you so," because it's just too
Yeah, I think it's
obvious.
for like $1,200, right? Something like that.
Yeah, for out of town. If you were in town, it was 900, and
Crazy.
I didn't
Yeah, it was
meet.
900 for locals, or like twice that much for
Crazy.
for
But it's
out
not a
of town people.
conference. It's a house party.
It's
You
a
know what I'm
house,
saying?
yeah.
And and you supposedly own the house. Like,
And it's not even a big mansion, like a huge mansion. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, it's a small mansion, but I mean, you're saying like for an
Right.
event for
Nah,
$1,200,
nah,
and
nah,
there's
nah.
literally just like the living room and the backyard,
For
which the
real.
backyard was really nice. Don't get me wrong, but not paying $1,200 to go to somebody's house.
Yeah, there's no ROI if you go to those things. They're just trying to take your money. So like there's nothing for you unless you're a scammer to go to Bid Angels, tokenize, or even interact with Michael Turpin because like that's
Yeah,
it.
man. Fuck
That's the
them.
only thing.
Fuck them. Fuck them. They kicked me out because I was trying to do tattoos. I wouldn't fucking with them. Fuck
Bro, but what happened? I heard last year there was people doing tattoos at the house. What was different? What's different?
them. Hmm. Hmm.
You know what I'm
The
saying,
artist
bro?
was different. I saw. I know. Hey, hey, I don't want to, pull any cards. Be that guy.
Well, there isn't much DEI in Turpin's fucking umbrella, bro. Like it's a bunch of old white scammers. Like that's just the fucking mix of the litter. It just is what it is, bro.
yeah,
Like
I feel sorry for Warren. He's like the only one to like,
he's the only one.
but he never remembers my name, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, no, Warren's an old man. He gets the grace of like, he's too old to
Yeah,
remember any new faces. I feel like
but
if
he's
we
a
didn't
funny
share
old
a
man.
bunker with him, he ain't gonna remember us. Yeah, no, he is
Yeah,
funny as shit. But yeah, man, it's a weird environment. I got uneasy. I even threw up. Like I was so spun out from after seeing everything I seen. I had like an actual panic attack. Like it was so I've never had one that bad to where I was like actually physically sick to my stomach with like everything going through my head
yeah, I had to
about what
get
I
him an
seen.
Uber out of there.
After I forgot all my stuff, I walked out of Tokenize and left all my belongings. And I didn't realize I had to turn around and go get my passport, my DJI, my microphone, all my stuff because I like literally blacked out and walked out of the event. And I'm happy other people noticed. Again, I won't name names, but people that were going to be on stage, even just without me saying nothing, I was just like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "I can't be here. Like this isn't good for my brand." I'm like, "Yeah, good instincts." So other people were on to it even before I got spun out. And I think that's kind of what spun me out more because, like, it's like when you smell smoke and you see some fire, like, you really just want to scream fire, but you also don't know if you're tripping balls and nobody
But
else is going to see the
you're coming
fire.
off of trauma, bro, after having your whole
Right,
fucking
right,
life ruined.
exactly, exactly. So I didn't want to scream fire, you know what I mean? But like, there
Yeah.
was one, there is one, and I'm doing it now, man. And God bless Adam, because like I told him my thoughts, and he was like, "Bro, we can go on stage right now and just burn this bridge." And I'm like, "Well, Adam, I love you, but you're not in like the spot to be burning a bridge. Even if you could use these guys, like just use them because they're using you now, man. Like everybody that
Yeah.
showed up, all the people that all these old people that don't
Yeah, shout
follow
out to
you, don't
Crypto
like your
Lifer for
content, aren't subscribed to you. They're taking pictures with all these content creators that Adam brought in. They ain't subbing to you. They don't comment on your Twitter. They don't even know nothing about you, but they want a picture with you so they could show the people in their little private investor group. Look at the clout I have. See how credible I am. I share the environment with these people.
Yeah, I think Crypto Lifer paid for most of it.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Crypto Lifer Sam, the fucking
He's cool as
goat.
fuck. He always has been.
I love that he did that for Adam. I've been jumping in his live. I turn notification. I show love for people who show love for people. Like I
Oh
know
yeah.
like Sam didn't even follow me back on Twitter. That don't matter because what he did for Adam is why I got notifications turned on for Crypto Lifer.
Yeah. And he was partying with us with that for Afterman too. That was fun.
Yeah, no, that was a cool vibe, man. That was a great party. And there was only like 20 to 30 of us. It was the most intimate concert I have ever even could have dreamed of. Like there was like I
Yeah.
don't want to say nobody was there, but there was like just enough people
There were
there
so
that it
many
was
other events going on. I get why there weren't that many people there, but like it was amazing just being there for that.
Sasha Hodler was there, Sam was
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? There, like
A lot of
people were
great people.
there, bro. Like it was
Yeah.
fucking fun. I know Double O showed up a little late, but that motherfucker was there too, right? So like it was a vibe.
Getting to hang out with Skrilla. Shout out to Skrilla. Yeah.
Rugsy or whatever. I got to meet Rugsy.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I think they were actually. Yeah,
Somebody in my
that was
Telegram,
Bugsy. It was Bugsy.
Bugsy. Bugsy. Somebody in my chat
Oh,
told me
the
to go.
artists.
No,
Yeah.
some trader. I thought it was Bagsy or Rugsy or something
Uh,
like that. I just met him, but somebody in the Telegram was like, "You got to meet this
No,
dude.
I
He's like a
think they
complete
were actually
degenerate."
talking about Ragsy, bro.
Ragsy,
oh,
that's it.
Ragsy.
Ragsy. I met
Well, not
You know
Ragsy.
I know,
Ragsy.
but I think they were talking about Ragsy.
She was at
Oh,
the conference.
oh yeah. No, I didn't get a picture with her. There was a dude named Ragsy in the
That was it
chat.
was but no, the dude that was yeah, it was the dude we met was yeah, Bugsy.
Bugsy. Shout out to Oz the
Bugsy.
I
Crypto
think
Goat. I see
but
you in the chat. Yo,
yeah.
Oz the Crypto Goat. How goes it? We set up this overlay thing called tiptop.chat. You should check it out. If you go to that link right there, you could do like a crypto tip and get like an on-screen overlay where it takes over the screen and it says I received crypto from you. Cool thing. And then it has all these widgets you could put on your OBS. So yeah, you should check out tiptop.chat. Shout out to Oz the Crypto Goat. We got matching tattoos. Me and Miggy got matching tattoos, the Easy A. And then me and Oz the Crypto Goat got matching tattoos. Mine's on my leg, it's a little awkward, but I got a pudgy penguin, and we got
Oh
them
yeah.
together and all done by Double O Tats.
Double O.
Yeah, quick. Y'all getting heli tats.
So Double O, what was your like side events and side quests like? Because I mean, literally, we saw each other for 2 hours for 3 days. Like, I only got to hang
All
out with
right.
you for like rare spurts, but like we didn't really do any side events. We didn't do any after parties together. We were kind of like dividing and conquering. So what the fuck were you up to for those 3 nights?
I know, right, bro? Kaliski had me on some shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And then mind you, Miami, really Miami had us on some shit, like for real. So we was just in the mix. Ended up meeting a couple people, a
Because that
couple
was your
locals.
first time in Miami, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I met a couple locals, and I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
always a
oh
little
shit,
shocker.
yeah. I
Even
wasn't
being in
expecting.
Vegas, like Miami's a shocker.
Definitely, I'm like, I'm from Vegas, and I didn't expect it to like really surprise me. Like, I'm like, damn, this how they get down out here, like, okay. Yeah, but like nobody spoke no English though. That was kind of weird. Like nobody, anybody I tried to talk to for some help or something, none of them spoke any English. So
Bro,
that
I
was
went to an
annoying.
Italian restaurant and the menu was in Spanish, okay?
Hell no. You say that's spaghetti in Spanish.
Spaghetto. I don't know, dude. I hope for picture menus when I'm in Miami.
Right. Fuck. It's crazy. But it was
But
definitely good. Um, ended
but my
up
highlight
going to.
memory.
I ended up
Oh, go
going
ahead.
to one of his clubs at Astra. I ended up meeting the owner of Astra. He bought me a drink. I'm like on my way out because it was crazy because I got the Uber. We got the Uber. We were about to leave. We get in the Uber and I realized my fucking tattoo shit is still upstairs. So I had to run all the way back upstairs and grab my shit. As I'm grabbing my shit, I bump into the owner of the club and he buys me a drink. And he's like, yeah, what you do? I'm telling him, like, grab my stuff real quick. My Uber out there. I got to hurry. He said, well, let me buy you a drink. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, come holler at me. I own this place. I'm like, damn. All right. Hell yeah. So,
Yeah, no, my favorite part is the bus stop tattoo party. Unfortunately, that's when you lost your tattoo gun at National. But
mm,
we were having a great time regardless out there at the bus stop,
yeah.
man. You make the good times happen regardless. And we had about 20 to 30 people just like smoking, chilling, like spectating a tattoo party at a bus stop. And at one point, even Joseph Lubin walked up and was like staring at what's happening and was like a little bit of the mix for a few minutes, just soaking in like the degeneracy. And I was
Mhm.
like, I know for a fact I'm the only one in the group that noticed that it was Joseph Lubin, and I was like
You
waving like a
always
little
are,
kid.
bro.
And he's like, he looks at me, he's like, hi, and I'm like, hi. And then he hits the little walk button. He's like, wait, you know what I'm saying? And he just stares. He leans over. He's looking at Double O. He's like, what? And he just saw the craziest look on his face when he realized they're doing tattoos on the sidewalk. It was just like dawning on him. And then he crossed the street, and I was just like, bro, like that was wild. Like only during conference times will you be able to just be on a random sidewalk doing some shit and run into like one of the co-founders of one of the biggest blockchain technologies in the world? It's like, you know, and nobody would recognize them. That's how early we are. People in the space that come to conferences that love crypto so much didn't even know who Joseph Lubin was. Like, didn't even recognize the dude, right? So, like, that is to me my indicator of like, bro, we're still way, way too early. Like, so early that Jeff Bezos and Zuckerberg are able to walk through Walmart and nobody knows who they are. That's how early we are.
I
Right.
feel what you're saying. That's a
Yeah.
good
Right,
analogy.
right. You feel me, bro? Like nobody
Mhm.
knew who was there at our little bus stop tattoo party.
Hey, you know what's
I,
crazy though? I felt like I knew he was somebody because he asked for a cigarette. He was trying to buy a cigarette, and whoever he bought the cigarette from, he gave him like $20. Like, yeah, I'm like, I felt it. I felt it. I was like, this nigga somebody.
Only rich
Like,
people do that shit. Or
huh?
dumb people. Only rich or dumb people do that.
I mean, yeah. So
Yeah, I
the
mean,
guy's
rich or
rich, huh?
dumb to pay $20 for a cigarette. So,
I mean, the guy's pretty rich, right?
About how much they are in Miami anyway, but
Right, right. $5 Lucy.
yeah,
That's
now
funny.
consensus is like a 3 day blur. I didn't even get to do a single booth interview. I got to do a quick couple like videos for Dial.wtf. Shout out to them for helping me and sponsoring me. Shout out to Base Gold and Mind Swap for helping me out there. Got to crash with Justin, you know, so that was a vibe. Got to hang out with his intern Nick. That dude, if there is a heaven, he's definitely getting in the VIP section. That's crazy.
shout out
And
to
I like the
Steve
people.
for the help as well.
Yeah, Steve Thurman, shout out to you, bro. Cash stamps, thanks for the help, man. Fucking much appreciated. That came in clutch. Dude, it was such a vibe out there, man. Fucking got to hang out with Callisti a little bit. Celine Wallet, got to open a couple of those. We even did some Celine Wallets at the Pudgy Penguin party. Like, we even made sure we were doing it at the side events and like the after parties. We were handing out the cash stamps and making sure motherfuckers were trying to download. There's no internet. I'm like, just fucking wait longer, dude. It's coming. Like we were
Right,
we
right,
were
right.
on their asses about getting the Celine wallets on their phone. And I'm like, the
Straight up.
dude, they're like, I don't know, do I trust it? I'm like, the motherfucker who's developed it sitting right next to you. Like, have you ever met
Literally,
the guy
literally.
behind? Have you ever met the guy behind the Coinbase wallet you're using?
And
No,
it's
right?
Yeah,
Because
or
non-custodial.
Cash App, or yeah, I mean any of that shit. You don't know
none
none
of
of them
it,
people in
none
person.
of it. That's what I'm
But this,
saying.
I got the guy in person right here next to you. You can have his phone number if you want. Like your shit, like that. That's just really cool about crypto. Like you can really meet in person with the developers behind these apps. So that way, like you should be more comfortable. You know what I mean? So that way you ain't got to worry about because of course it's okay. It's more responsibility of holding your own money, but and it's less security. But the fact that you know the person that created the app, you know what I mean? Like that should make you feel at ease, you know, me anyway.
How did you get into the stand with crypto thing? Because I missed out on that. Like, how did you connect that dot and get those tattoos? Because to me, that's even crazier than the Easy A shit. Because they're like the opposite of degenerates. Like,
Yeah,
stand with crypto is like they got some degenerate energy. Like the people in stand with crypto, but
yeah,
the branding, the brand stand with crypto. I can't believe you
yeah,
got them to like let you do tattoos at their booth
Yeah,
inside
because
of
they're straight
consensus.
DCG.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
bro.
was. How did you pull that off?
Cause I just like look, cause for one, okay, I met him in Denver, right? So I met him and I like I photobombed their picture. I put in the picture, didn't even know him then. But they gave me some socks, so I'm like, shit, I'm standing with crypto too. I got some socks, like you know what I'm saying. So, so yeah, then I seen him again in Texas, South by Southwest. I think I feel like I did. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I did. I feel like I did. I know I did. But anyway, but I seen him like three different places. You know what I mean? So this time when I seen him again, I'm like, or no, I didn't see him in Vegas again. So that was the third place. So then now seeing him here in Miami, that was the fourth place. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking, and they like now I'm like a familiar face at this point, like you know what I mean? So yeah, they just like, well, shit, you doing tattoos anywhere? And then I had a couple people that was like pretty much like agreeing to get one, and it wasn't necessarily gonna be staying with crypto, but they was like, you know, what I mean, trying to get a tattoo. And then it was like, and I'm like, once I got in the conference with my tattoo stuff, the talk started being about, well, I do staying with crypto tattoos in the booth, like you know, and it was like, what, like, and sure enough, and them getting it done, it's so crazy, but. I ended up doing them, but it wasn't necessarily in the booth. It was in the conference, but not in the Stand with Crypto booth. But then that was only because like I guess one of the bosses, whatever, was scared that her boss was gonna get, what I mean, in trouble for whatever. So they was like, nah, let's not do it in the booth. So they had to tell, tell the woman that told me, we can't do it in the booth right now. So we didn't do it in the booth. But then come to find out later, the person they was afraid of was like, oh shit, they should have did it in the booth. I would have got one too. So I'm like, damn, it's crazy.
Next time, there's gonna be a next
Yeah,
time. We're all
yes,
going to the next
exactly.
one.
Exactly, for sure. For
Oh
sure.
And
man.
it could probably happen at Rare Evo.
Oh yeah, nah, they're
Oh, that's in
cool.
Vegas too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
we gotta do some work on that one, boys, because
Yeah, no, they need some love. I get it for
yeah,
sure.
we need to find them some sponsors, and then we can find us some sponsors too.
Oh yeah, because it's hard to get in the Rare Evo, huh?
Well, it's just a
Oh.
Cardano event, so it's a little harder on the sponsor side of
Well, they were
things. Like
traditionally Cardano. I think they're kind of expanding into other
right,
things. But
right,
Yeah,
but
they
that's
do
the
the thing.
pivot they're making for the sponsorships. It's hard to get
yeah,
things funded on just one chain. That's how I was like impressed by what Ripple did. I mean, wow, it's pretty impressive what you can do when you have 80% of the supply at your disposal.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
I was thoroughly impressed by their conference, and I love that Miggy snuck in. I should have tried. Only reason I didn't even try, and I should have, was because I was talking to Nerd Girl the night before, and Nicole, and I was like, bruh, like I'm just gonna show up and sneak. And she's like, security's tight, this, that, and the other thing, and she was working there, and I was like, all right, cool. I don't want to. I get it. You're working the thing. You're at a booth, and yes, whatever. And then Mickey sends me a picture. I'm on my way to a scammy ass Turpin event at not Mike Tyson's mansion, and this dude's on his way to Ripple. So I unfollowed Miggy for 24 hours. I'm like I unfollowed Miggy on Crypto X on X for 24 hours, and people are like, why? I'm like, don't want to talk about it. Somebody else like, what happened? I'm like, you ask him why. It would have been a better day for me if I just went with Miggy to Ripple, because that tokenized thing really did ruin my whole day, bro, and like ruined my next day too energy. Like it took a while to get my energy right.
At least we saw the fountains.
Oh yeah, we got to see the fountain Bellagio fountain show do its thing, and it was Michael Jackson, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thriller.
Thriller, bro. We got to listen to Thriller and watch the water moonwalk, which was really cool. I didn't know water could moonwalk,
Cool.
but they pulled it off. I guess we can kind of get to wrapping it up. We can let people know what's up with the Not Another Media Group, Around the Blocks podcast, Not Another Bitcoin podcast. Double O, have you decided on a title? Because I think the name I put in the chat worked.
The Double O Show.
Yeah, 000 show, 00 show. I don't know. I feel like it works. It's easy to say, rolls off the tongue.
I mean, of course, but nobody's gonna say it right. Like, nobody's gonna read it right.
What do you
Right?
want it to be? The For Shit Show podcast?
It's a shit show podcast.
The two O's. It's gonna be the O show. Just call it just solid double
Oh,
O.
he wants it to catch on so bad. I'm gonna make him own it.
The double O show.
The double
For
O
Shit
zone.
Show.
Now, but I figured out something. I was talking to Kaliski about us doing the spaces again, because he was definitely he was feeling for all for us running the spaces, and I'm like, well, shit. Ken was just telling me how I need my own thing, and he already got his own thing, and we can just, I guess I can just, I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna come together and do
Oh, man.
stuff.
Oh
But you
yeah,
gotta,
literally, just because you're running the spaces don't mean I won't be there in the audience or as a speaker. That's the whole point of having our own things and also supporting each other's own things.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, because our
We gotta make-
analytics added up is way more than just me. You know what I mean? Like Ken Bosak's analytics, I'm good. But if all three of our analytics are in a pitch deck to a sponsor under the media group, plus we have Caitlin helping with the articles, we also have to reach out to Caitlin so she can interview us about the conferences, because we've been to 5, and we have 5 conferences worth of each. So that's 15 stories that she has that she could kind of compile into an article, right? So we just got to work with Caitlin, who's our journalist, and I'm trying to bring in more people that want to work under the umbrella because not another media group is it's going to be a thing. Like I'm seeing 24-hour media nonstop live streaming. Like we're going to be CNN meets ESPN kind of vibes. Like it's just the channel's
And we
always
got
going to be
some
on.
yeah, we got some other people too on the back end doing stuff for us. So
Yeah, shout
yeah.
out to AJ. He's gonna be our artist, and
Oh yeah.
Dial.wtf with the integrations and stuff, and Theo with helping us out with some stuff. Blockchain Wayne, and yeah, man, we have a lot on the back just like cooking up, and I think when people see when the product's finalized, it's gonna be impressive. This is sort of like a beta test with the ticker at the bottom of your screen if you're watching this. But if you go to tiptop.chat, if you're a live streamer, you can have a OBS overlay with all these widgets and the ability to accept crypto tips with an overlay from the donator. So if somebody donates, they'll be able to get a shout out on the screen the same way they do with like bits on Twitch or super chats on YouTube. But this works anywhere and everywhere that you're live streaming through OBS. So it's an indirect way to receive crypto tips. They can go to the tiptop.chat app for the viewer experience. They could watch the live stream there and interact with the tipping and the emojis, or they could just have it as a secondary device on their phone and watching you on their computer and interacting that way. It's a really cool experience. The app is coming soon. Bobcat's got the APK. I don't know if he wants any beta testers, but if you're interested in beta testing for us and checking it out, reach out to Bobcat and he'll vet you out and see if we can send you the APK and see what y'all think.
Yeah, that's mainly for viewers. The actual web interface is more for the creators. But once we have the dial integrations finally fully done, uh, you'll be able to just go on your dial channel and broadcast through there as well. So
Yeah, you got to help me out with a script. So if you could write me a script using like ChatGPT for tiptop.chat and help me with like a script for a tutorial on both sides as the content creator and as the viewer. If the script's around like 3 minutes long or so, like that's good enough for a YouTube short and all that. And I could, read the script. We could edit it with some, screen cuts from the website and make like a tutorial for everybody to easily follow.
yeah, and it's set up for streamers to have clippers as well. So and it also keeps track of all the emojis and sounds and stuff that people are sending to the overlay. So
Yeah, I know Miggy wants to do like in-person live recorded content, but Miggy, you could use OBS and you could premiere your pre-recorded content as a live stream. So, people, you don't
Cool.
have to send them a link. You could use
Yeah.
OBS, have your video loaded, and then when you hit the start stream button, what we do with the pairing, you'll be live like we're live on all the channels. That video that you edited will also take over the network of channels that we have under the
That's
media
cool.
group. So yeah, you don't have to just do like an
Nice.
upload of a video that
Yeah.
you edit. You can live stream it just like this podcast. I unfortunately think that there was a guy who did this exact thing to get away with a murder, but he didn't get away with it, and they used it in a TV show. But yeah, he did like a video game live stream, and then he pre-recorded it, used OBS to go live, and then did some fucked up shit, came back and started playing the game again, and nobody, but
Oh
they
wow.
found out. Yeah. But it's like that's how but that's how
yeah, I
YouTube
saw
does
that
it
TV
though.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a show about it. It's crazy. But I was like, oh, I could do that without murdering somebody. It's still a cool idea. Like record
Yeah, it's
content and
cool.
just go live and
Well, you
use
don't
the
even murder
ability.
people in your games that you play.
I know, dude. I tell people about Arc Raiders and nobody believes that I have like 38 damage and I only killed one person and that was all an accident because I was so new. I didn't know how to save their life. Like like I was trying so hard to save their life and I just beat them to death by accident. It was so awkward. Traumatizing.
Benevolent bro.
I punched the shit out of that dude and I was just trying to give him a bandage, man.
He was just too close.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of cool stuff at the conferences all added up though. I thought the Digital Spenders Club stood out to me the most at consensus. They were having the carnival. I thought that was to me the most important thing probably for people to experience, and then go mining with the Go BTC Pay. That was another hands-on, like visceral, on-rampable, like look how fast Bitcoin can be. I love that. The Bitcoin conference itself, I mean, honestly, there wasn't much ROI outside of seeing all the bros. Like, even the media section was like dry as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
no nut. And it was just like the media people were interviewing the media people. Like, all the influencers were interviewing other influencers. All the KOLs were interviewing other KOLs.
Yeah.
There really wasn't like much, right? And
It
I
was
thought
great
that
to see
was,
Lynn though. That
yeah,
was
no,
probably the
Lynn,
highlight.
yeah. Oh, we
That was
have her info. She wants us to email her. She's going to be on the podcast. I said, well, let your media team know I'm reaching out. And she's like, bro, I am my media team. So I
yeah,
was like, all right,
yeah.
Lynn, got you, bro.
She's so sweet.
And I thought Steak and Shake at the Bitcoin conference was another cool one. Obviously, talking to them off air because the guy asked me to put my camera away and take off my glasses because of the questions I was asking him. And like legitimately, I turned off the camera, put it behind me, took my glasses off, put them in my pocket, and I got to chop it up with the Steak and Shake guy. And obviously, not to say anything, whatever, but I did get to talk to him about things that are comparable to like, what Doodles did with McDonald's, or a new version of like Happy Meal stuff, and kind of
And I'm
like
pretty sure we're
loyalty
the
points,
only people
reward
that asked him
points.
about a franchise.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he was so excited that we even gave a shit about paying for a franchise to like do stuff. He gave us his card and stuff, and yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
don't
we
think
asked
people.
him because it was Vegas. They couldn't actually have their food trailer open because you can't
right.
compete with the local vendors, So they had their burger trailer there, but we asked them about franchising it, and they were like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" But I think we're the only people that asked.
I don't
I
think
got
people
those
see the
vibes.
value in a franchise that's that early to diversifying their holdings into Bitcoin. Like we're talking about countries that are building bags of crypto, and I think companies at early scale, like what Steak and Shake's doing, is like sort of going to be that like Demolition Man at the end of the movie where there's like Taco Bell survived the fast food wars. I could see Steak and Shake playing out in that role if there is one because of how early they are to have integrated for crypto acceptance, have some bags of it, and
Well,
even
that
just
and
to
their
have the
beef
amount of
cow
time to
initiative,
utilize the
like
tech. Yeah, all of it, man. So yeah, I definitely want to in on a franchise on Steak and Shake. Like and like I said, what we got to talk about off air. I see the potential if they utilize what we talked about, what they were talking about doing. Dude, I'm excited for the future of fast food, like healthy food, and also like on chain, being able to verify where my beef came from, like farm to fucking like farm to fast food, like chain analysis. Like I can see the farm that this burger meat came from. I want in on all that shit they're up to, bro.
which they just gained some market share because I heard Five Guys is shutting their doors.
Damn, Spirit Airlines and Five Guys, everything, man. We're seeing a
Yeah,
paradigm shift happen before our eyes. It started for
nobody
me
wanted
with
the girls going to Five Guys.
Toys R Us. When Toys R Us went away, bro, it was like for me the first time reality really changed. Like it was the first time the real world I saw like, oh, this is permanent change. Like I've only ever seen things come in to existence. That was the first time I saw something leave existence. Was like Radio Shack, Toys R Us, and now we're seeing it with Spirit Airlines and Five Guys, and yeah, it's a whole different like fucking reality now as opposed to what it was with these new companies. And to think that they're not going to utilize Web3, blockchain, and all this tokenomics, bro, like that's the only way they're surviving. Like this is why a lot of these companies are failing. They're going all in on AI when they should be going all in on tokenization and tokenomics and figuring out RWAs on the chain type shit. Like the ones that are focusing on that are gonna win, man. I guess we'll end it here, wrap it up, guys. Anything that you really wanted to shout out? I'll go down the line. Miggy, Double O, Bobcat. Went to 5 conferences in about what 2-3 weeks. I mean, what's some of the shit that you want to highlight and make sure everybody has an eye on?
Well, it's nice to see the DeLorean group still around and they're still doing their thing. I guess they're still planning on making these new DeLorean cars, and they were at the XRP conference. They did a partnership with Doodles as well. Other than that, I mean, I think what Crypto Fam Radio's doing with the teardrop experience thing, I think that's going to be a good push if we can keep hitting sponsors and if we can get them connected with some conferences, just to kind of change the way people market and make things more engaging and build an experience around it. I like seeing more of that, rather than the typical conferencey stuff. And also, Bitcoin Pizza Day is coming up, so definitely super excited for that. But we'll see, man. We're
22nd.
going to the next couple conferences. NFT NYC is back this year, so if they can kind of keep along with what the Bitcoin conference and consensus are doing, I think they'll make it. And shout out to the Waxman team, poor CoinDesk. I think they're pretty cool. Being able to manage all their creators and press and media, and I think it was smart of CoinDesk to hire a third party to do that because those guys they seem to know what they're doing, and they had the best media lounge area for sure. Those snacks were 10 out of 10, dude. They kept everybody fed and
Dude,
coffee like they have
dude,
the best media
we
setup.
weren't even official
We
press
weren't
in it.
even
We're like,
pressed.
you're in, you're
We were
in,
just
you're in.
content creators, yeah. But I think it was just that willingness, to do content and help
I
them out
love
and
them
interview
for that.
people. So I don't think a
Consensus
lot of
was
people in the
has
community
always been
involved.
good to their press and content creators, though.
No,
Yeah,
for
and so it was nice
real.
developing that relationship with them. So we definitely got to make sure we get our passes like now and start, while they still remember us, like reach out, sign up for the press
Use our
pass, email
content to
them,
promote it all year
like
long
all
because
that.
they showed so
Yeah.
much love. I gotta reciprocate. You're right.
Right, and start promoting before the conference. Then
What
we're
about
able.
you? Yeah, what about you, Double O? What was it like being at like a Bitcoin, maxi conference and then going to consensus, which is like literally everything and anything but maximalism, especially trying to open Selene wallets, give out your cash stamps, talking about Bitcoin Cash, doing your tattoos, and I'm just curious, bro, like what's some of the shit that like memory wise really, really stands out to you?
Hold on.
This suspense is killing me.
Getting this picture with Adam back definitely did it for me.
Oh my god, that was so funny, bro.
That was the
that
biggest
was
troll ever.
that was pretty funny. I can't believe he even did that. I'm surprised his security wasn't like, nah.
Yeah. So you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Blink
I,
twice if you're safe, bro. What the
I know,
fuck?
right? I know.
What
Stay on
the
my bumper over here. Hold on, hold on.
fuck? What
Uh-oh.
the?
All
Blink
right, well,
twice,
that was
Double
my
O.
highlight was seeing Double O get his picture taken with Adam back.
In a full Bitcoin Cash suit.
Yeah.
Troll of the decade, dude.
But it actually I respected Adam back more now because he actually showed up and had his picture taken with people with all the shit he's got going on. Like I do give him props for that.
Dude, it's wild how small that line was. I saw there was only 5 people in line, and I was like, "Fuck it, I guess I'm getting another picture with
They don't
Adam
even
back."
I know
really
there
know
were
who.
so many more people that wanted to see Afro Man.
I know.
Right.
Afro Man's line and Adam Back's line is the actual meme that circulates around crypto, where it's like crypto advice or like Bitcoin, is definitely going to
Just
this price
crazy because
type
there was
bullshit.
more people in Afro Man's line than there were actually at his uh,
That's really funny.
concert.
No, well, because they told people you needed to buy a cryptocurrency to get in. Like it was like
Yeah.
weird. If they didn't say that, I think more people would have showed up.
Yeah, which shout out to Josh for reaching out to us. We're looking forward to talking to him.
Oh yeah, definitely want more info on Fro for sure. Cause like yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
party would have been way bigger.
yeah,
Double O's highlight was doing the tattoos for us and us helping him get a secret phone. There we go.
Yeah, for real. I can't believe they actually. I mean, they weren't about it too till we made them feel a little bad about not hooking the artist up with a seeker phone. I was like, I can't believe. I mean, the Double O knows. He even said like, I think of the art. I didn't even think about it. Like, I was just no bullshit happy I was getting one. It was like, oh shit, I can't. And then Double's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, me. And I had to be on their ass a little bit about it too. I made sure I mentioned it like 3 times till he actually got it in his hands. Like, you still got my boy, right?
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, but before I was really interrupted by fake ass motherfucker hotel security. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking they doing, trying to think, checking on me and shit. What have you been doing? You been out here all day. You walked around 2 times. Motherfucker, that's what happens when you visiting somebody. Goddamn it, you be walking around a lot sometimes. Okay. But yeah, no, so my whole
You just
experience,
said you're
though,
too black to be walking around at night by yourself. I think that's exactly
literally,
what he said, dude.
literally,
Jesus Christ.
literally, bro. Literally, bro.
What the
Literally, bro.
fuck?
Literally, bro.
You got a lawsuit.
He-
You got to go to those
he-
like YouTuber lawyer guys. They love shit like this. You should have let us
Nah, bro.
record that audio. We could have been testifying on your behalf right now.
Straight up. But
I
no,
just
like,
got done telling you I record all the audio when I'm in trouble, right? Like, yo, if authority's at me, I'm
We
recording
gotta
authority.
we gotta get Double O a chest cam or something.
Yeah, we get you. I got you. This is why he's our fucking street correspondent, bro.
but no, but no, my experience at the Bitcoin conference, people trying to accept cash answer was harder for me to get them to accept cash answer. They was like just like BTC maxi, like if it wasn't Bitcoin, they didn't even want the crypto. And I'm just like, what? Okay, whatever. Like, but the consensus and accelerate, all the other places were a lot more receptive to the Bitcoin Cash. They see it as another form of cryptocurrency, another form of money. Like, you know what I mean, which is all under the same umbrella in my mindset. Like, it's all crypto. Like, I accept all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. So it was kind of it surprised me when I went to the Bitcoin conference that the people that were at the Bitcoin conference really didn't understand crypto. They were just into trying to get rich off of Bitcoin. And that was crazy to me.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, again, we're so early. Even at the bus stop tattoo party, the guy who was trying to pay you in crypto was having the hardest time until Callisti stepped in and helped as a intermediary as an
Yeah,
exchange. Like that's how
yeah,
early we are. Like this dude was like, going to a conference, probably worked with a company and shit, and still didn't even know how to pay you in crypto, right? Like that's how early we
literally,
are. Like
literally couldn't
watching
even
that
pay me in crypto.
experience, I could have
That was
jumped in
crazy.
to help. I didn't even want Callisti to help. I wanted it
Oh
to
yeah,
play out. Like
I
you
was on
saw,
your
I
ass
know.
about that.
Yeah,
I
you were.
remember.
My friends ain't even help. No, bro. Like this is the lifestyle. Like figure it the fuck out. Like learn how to fly. Like if I do this for you, it's gonna happen again because we're still not there yet. We're where you are right now, always, and we've been there for a while now. So if you don't learn how to fish, you're gonna starve. Like that whole thing was like we still all deal with that shit to this day.
If you can't swim, you bound to drizzle.
So yeah, I mean, everybody keep an eye out for the Not Another Media Group. We're gonna be all rocking with each other at these events. Divide and conquer. We all have our niches, and we're looking for sponsors. We're looking for more content creators, people that want if you're not even into it and you want to just learn, like we're here. We'll make you great. You don't got to be great. You just got to want to be, right? So like we have credentials to get to these conferences.
We're about showing up.
I've been helping people like get into conferences with the Not Another Bitcoin podcast press pass type, backdoor thing where anybody and everybody could just use those credentials, and very few utilize that opportunity. Nobody more than fucking Miggy. My bro Miggy over here was like rocking shit, like fucking seriously, like foot in the back door until he was on stages, and like I just wanted to like that's how it is. Like
Well, that's how
we'll
I did it
all
with
help you
Rice for
through that.
years as well.
Right. So like we're here to help you get to where we are too if you want to fucks with us, right? So Beyond the Blocks podcast, Not Another Bitcoin podcast. Probably going to be the Double O show or the Fashit Show podcast. Undecided, untitled at the moment. But we got live in person long form interviews. We have podcasting, like live stream, interviews. We have in person on the street content coming. We have Caitlin working for us as our journalist, and we have more people as well that are on board doing things for the Not Another Media group. So if you want in, I want you in. We have room. We're definitely early enough to find a place for what skill set you have. And yeah, we're working on it. Like once the money starts flowing in, everyone's going to be eating. That's the whole point of this. And rising tides does raise all ships, but it's a lot easier if we tie our ships together. I've seen a lot of people spread out and get so far apart that they forget to retweet and comment. I mean, Miggy says it a lot in the influencer chat. If those people were just to engage with each other a little bit more, there's nothing CNN could do to stop us. There's 500
And I'm building
people
those
in that
tools,
chat.
bro.
Yeah, we're gonna monetize it, gamify it, incentivize it. Gonna use all the fucking cool buzzwords that these people need to start doing things, right? Yeah, so it's happening. We're building the UI UX for engagement maxing.
Yep.
All right. Much love to Miggy. Love you, bro. Double O. Blink twice if you're safe type shit, man. Fucking Bobcat.
Man, I'm untouchable. They can't fuck with me, motherfuckers.
Appreciate everything you build on the back end, man. Everything that's been built. Thank you.
For sure, bro. We love you. Love you in that hat.
And everybody, like I said, we're not just on my channel. We're not just on Miggy's channel. We're not just on Double O's channel. We're not just on Bobcat's channel. We're on all channels simultaneously. All of our YouTubes are rocking. All of our Facebooks, Twitters, all of that, all at the same time.
We're building an army.
If you want in on that, you just join the Telegram. You click that link, and when I go live, you go live, and eventually you'll get monetized. Once you're monetized on X and Facebook by doing this, where I create the content that you produce, X and Facebook and all those places will just pay you for clicking the link in my Telegram, doing what we do. So once you're monetized, I will create the content that Facebook pays you to produce, which is this right here. So just click the link, get your impressions up, get your engagement up through the content that we are all creating. And it's not just the Not Another Bitcoin podcast. You'll be seeing the Beyond the Blocks podcast links for you to be able to share when he has his content. Double O's as well. I know Bobcat's going to be working on something, probably going to get down and devy and dirty and a decode type shit.
Nice.
It'll probably be above all of our fucking heads, but he's going to be doing something too, right? So we're all going to be multi-streaming each other's content. And as far as the viewers go, you can get in on it too. You can produce our content with us, get monetized, earn crypto, and then again, like Bobcat said, we're building the UI UX to engagement max. You will be rewarded. Will be leaderboards. It's gonna be a vibe. Hopefully, it'll be a trend, and we can get more of these content creators to engage with not just us, but also you, the viewer. You guys should be getting monetized. For curating content. That's a job too.
We're about building community, and you can't do it unless you show up. So you got to show up, guys.
Yeah. Telegram is Kenn Bosak. We're going to be changing it to the Not Another Media group. Everything's getting rebranded. Everything's getting more secular and correlated, professional, buttoned up. I'm not cutting my hair, shaving my beard, and wearing a suit. I think people tried to get in my head about all that, but
we got standards. We might not have rules, but we have standards.
All right, guys. Thank you all for your time. I didn't expect this to run for 2 hours, but we had 5 conferences and a lot to catch up on. I'll be live tomorrow for the podcast. Double O's going to be out there doing his content on the street. Just send me the roll, bro. I'll edit it up. Miggy's got stuff that he's done IRL. I'll probably edit that for you too, Miggy, and I'll just send it to you that we did at the conference. But yeah, and it's fucking love you guys. Thanks everybody for watching. It means a lot if you just hit the like, the share, and drop a comment. It means more than money. The algorithm. We all have to pray to the algorithm, right? So help us out and bless us with some sharing, some liking, and commenting.
Yeah.
See you.
Do all the things.
All the things.
Have a day.
Peace out.
Peace.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Kenn Bosak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Kenn Bosak. Oh, happy bro. get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Kenn, bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high. Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Kenn Bosak.